we're here. It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo can't put down his faith. Join us now for organized chaos. Roman stands in and safe. Join us now for organized chaos. Rolo with his hot takes. Join us now for organized chaos. Hey Roman, let's debate. Rings of power can suck my nuts. And Star Wars isn't more than just a lust. Marvel shows they really suck. Y'all make Loki look like a cuck. Welcome back to Organized Chaos. They just gave him a clip, and now they both look like simps. The animated pimps. That's what you get with Organized Chaos. With the chat that hits, getting all of the crits. It's Organized Chaos, moshing in the pits with the chat that hits. Yeah, it's Organized Chaos. The RoloRome cast.
Hello, everyone.
How we doing? How we doing on this beautiful Friday? Sorry we're a little late.
That's all right. I'm sure they don't mind too much.
Nah, they're just gonna be stupid about it. No, I'm kidding. I hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
I am currently still getting over being sick, so I'm on my RFK shit right now. But
Bro is in his RFK arc, if you will.
I have not. What's up, Arceus? What's up, Crimson? What's up, King?
What it do, boys?
What's up, everybody? I'm not saying hi to you, Roman. If you're in chat, it means you can be here. Yay. Okay. So
that is all from just now. That is a lot of chats. Okay, I thought that was leftovers from last stream.
No, it doesn't work that way with this one. Sorry.
Docking y'all's pay. You don't pay. I don't get paid, so I don't know what you're doing with my pay.
Yeah, Corey doesn't get paid shit.
Yeah. I get paid in sunlight beams. I'm not allowed outside.
But yeah, I don't know how long we're gonna go tonight. It's really just gonna depend on how I'm feeling, dude. I had barely had any sleep the past couple days, and I still want to get a show done for everybody. I was like staring out the window this morning, and just everything started to phase together like I was on like mushrooms or LSD, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm legitimately just hallucinating from lack of sleep."
Or you could be hallucinating from a high body temp.
No, haven't had a fever in like a week. You know what I mean?
Okay. So we have a fun little bit to go over this evening. A few things to get out of the way. First, there's some fun news coming out of New Zealand. And that is in regards to their Strongest Woman competition. Now, for those who haven't heard, New Zealand, much like the rest of the world, have strong women competitions. And New Zealand's made the news by having their first trans woman win. And the strong woman competition in the country was like, we were unaware that the woman who won first place was trans. It wasn't in our notes, if you will. And so what they ended up having to do is
biological trans or on paper trans?
On paper, On paper trans, I want to say, born male, transition to female. So quite literally, the South Park meme. The South Park meme came to real life in New Zealand.
Well,
And
real life.
what's that?
I said the Olympics came to real life too.
Yeah.
Before the South Park.
And so the strong woman competition stripped the title away from the trans woman who won, and said, "You're not, you joined under false pretenses." And well, you know what? That's actually, you see, Crimson, that's the issue. Mead is very good. So it's by far my favorite alcohol. And honestly, the only one that I drink. So yeah, have fun with your new flavor of alcoholism, brought to you by fermented honey water. Bee piss, if you will. Now, they stripped away the trans woman's title, and they reached out to the participant, and they're like, "Yo, we need you to give the trophy back because you're technically not the real winner. You have to give back everything, and you have to go on your social media, and you have to delete the posts saying I'm the winner. And you have to essentially do everything you can to clarify that you did not win and what you did was wrong." And I'm pretty sure that particular athlete is no longer allowed to participate in the New Zealand strong women's competition due to he or her, depending on how you see the trans community, but due to her joining under false pretenses, they're like, we can no longer trust you. So yeah, she still has her trophy. Agreed. I mean, it's a good thing that they, let me pick my words carefully for the sake of the channel. It's a good thing that they're choosing to go for the angle of they didn't say it at the beginning, so that's the reason they're banning her, if she's being banned at all. Otherwise, someone can definitely argue that it is a very hateful. Hello, Crimson.
Hi, how we doing?
How are you?
I wasn't kidding when I said I was already getting into the bottle, you know.
I fucking love mead.
Bro, here, let me show you something. We went to the Ren Fair. I think I did share this on stream, but it's empty now. But
see, this isn't even like the most expensive mead I could find. There was one there called the Viking Blood.
oh, I've seen that, bro. I've actually
That was
seen
like
that
twice the price of this bottle here. I was like, holy fucking shit.
How much was it?
The Viking Blood?
The one you got?
Oh, this is just a $16 bottle.
Oh, $16 bottle?
Yeah.
That's probably a tad more expensive than the meat I can make at home. But to be fair...
Corey, how much was the one that I got? Oh, you weren't there. Fuck. I think the one I got from the Ren Fair was probably like $30, something like that.
In like, for me though, I do make it like at a gallon at a time. So
you making it right now for January?
I have to go to the store tomorrow, so I'm gonna drag Christina and be like, we're going to the store and we're buying mead components.
Listen, girlfriend, hear me out. Okay? There's this thing like Christmas, but it's not Christmas. And it takes place in this place called Tamriel. And like, I got these two friends, man. And these two friends are really into Tamriel.
Rolling. Hang on. I gotta text something.
we're gonna make mead. Also, I need to buy some cloaks that look like they're from Game of Thrones.
Would you mind cosplaying a character from a video game I've played?
As long as you're not going to jerk
It's
off
a
to the
stream
character.
idea for my buddy Roland and Roman.
Oh yeah. No, we're doing that. You talking about Serana?
No, she's red hair, so she could be Ayala the Huntress.
That'd be sick. Yeah, so basically for that stream, we wanted to do a stream where we talk about everything we love about, like just go deep into the lore and stories of Tamriel, specifically Skyrim, but like Tamriel. And Corey and I came up with the idea that we should make a ton of different like mead, skooma, food. I'll sit around the table in my dining room without any lights on, except for just candles, and make it look like a tavern, and then just freaking drink mead and skooma and talk about
Yeah.
you know,
And then
tales.
one thing I think would be a lot of fun is if we talk about our favorite either quests or quest lines from the game.
Corey, we're gonna get into all that stuff, fun stuff.
Also, I don't remember if you have this, but I have the original Skyrim map fold up from when Skyrim was first released on disc. Oh shit! I knew you had it. I was like, I'm sure. I'm
I'm pretty sure I have one of those somewhere.
I have multiple. That one's just Tamriel. I have the Skyrim one in the Skyrim case in my.
I was like, he has to have it. Like, he's a nerd. There's no way he would have gotten rid of it. And
You know what's
just
crazy?
like, pan up.
You know what's crazy? One map I don't have is the one that's currently our background right now.
Okay.
Which, considering Lord of the Rings is like my
Could
favorite.
you
thing.
look up?
Here's the
Ayala
reason.
the Huntress.
Yes. Here's the reason why I do not have the Lord of the Rings map yet. And that is because they make a weathered, tattered cloth version, and I want it so fucking badly.
Who
But
makes
it's
it,
like-
though? Is that like an Etsy thing, or is that like an official merchandise thing?
No, it's like an official merchandise thing from like licensed, like the way Hot Toys are.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm trying to find it. It's like expensive, but like it's big. It's really fucking cool, and it looks like tattered edges and like it's on a piece of cloth that almost feels like a moleskin. Do you know what a moleskin is for like first aid? It's a really soft type of leather.
Yeah, it's like a really soft
Cloth.
cloth almost.
But that would be badass. You want me to look up Ayala the Huntress?
Yeah, I'm gonna
can
see
do
if
that.
she's willing to do it. She's like, I haven't cosplayed in a long time, and I was like, bro, would you mind
No,
cosplaying as Cortana?
Bro, we should go to Anime Con for real. Corey, I already said that I want to get Spartan armor for both of us.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be my gift to Corey when
So-
Corey becomes when he's getting married, I'll be like, here you go, buddy. It'll just be full on fucking Spartan armor.
You know
He
what?
has, like,
Roland,
too, so-
I need you to be one of my groomsmen, but I need my groomsmen to all be dressed in Spartan armor. If I don't get dressed in Spartan armor, it's not gonna.
No, you're the Spartan. Everybody else is the ODSTs, bro. Come on.
Dude, that'd be awesome, pretty. That'd actually be pretty
Come on,
awesome.
Corey. We gotta think about this.
We gotta think with our noodle and not Ayala.
Modded Ayla is fucking crazy.
How to marry her?
I mean, you guys can see this, right?
It's pretty
you guys
easy
can see
to
this.
marry Ayala the Huntress, isn't
Pretty
it?
easy to marry a lot of.
All you gotta do is
Yeah,
characters.
NPCs. Like,
all you gotta do is just complete the. I'm actually kind of worried if I go too far down, we're gonna end up seeing shit that I cannot show.
Yeah, you got to complete the
I'd say
companion quest and
stop
have
here.
the Hearthstone
I'd say
DLC.
stop here.
I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I
But yep,
did.
I knew it.
We
like,
we
are
stopped at a
getting
good time.
Titty.
Yeah, we stopped. I stopped right before the possible titties.
Oh,
Just go Google
she says.
pictures. You guys can do that on your own. But
Bro,
what's
she
up,
says it doesn't
Rolando?
look too complicated.
It's not too complicated. It's actually very easy. I know somebody who made an Ayla cosplay, and she looked great in it. It's not that difficult. It's just a lot of cutting leather straps, getting a fur cloak, and then cutting it, and that's pretty much it. Then getting some paint,
and making like the two shoulder pauldrons.
If you want to, yeah, you could do the shoulder pauldrons, but that's really easy because you can make them out of foam.
Roman said, when I get married, I want y'all to get drunk as fuck at my wedding.
Oh, any wedding. Gotcha.
Any wedding.
I'll be sure to do what everyone does at a wedding. Don't you worry.
I will be the one that increases the bonfire to questionably legal heights.
Arceus, you're invited to my wedding too when it happens someday, buddy.
Let's do it.
Joe, that would actually be the most lit wedding if it was just the entire Discord and it's just like fucking
just one big Discord. It's a YouTube live moment. Bring strippers and cigs.
Thank you, Roman. Sorry. Thank you, buddy. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I know you did, but a good rest of your weekend, bro. I will talk to you in the next couple days, I'm sure.
Miss you, Roman.
This has the same energy as
just don't lie to him.
For the movie Atlantis.
Go fuck yourself, Crimson. I miss him.
This has the exact same energy here, this comment, as if you ever see the movie Atlantis, where he's like, what is it? Lock and load, bring whiskey and ammo. Lock and load, bring strippers and cigs. That's a good
Lock and load, bring the alimony check.
I'm gonna need. I might need you to read this quote.
Okay. Before we get into that, there's one more thing in the world of sports.
We didn't really talk about the trans stuff. Wait. Since Normal World's done, trans news. Yeah. We didn't finish the trans news topic.
Yeah, this will be the last one I bring up. Due to the surge of male to female trans athletes, they're going to be, at least for the Olympics, in what's the next one, 2028?
That would check out. I think 2026 and then 2028 both have Olympics, but they alter summer and winter Olympics.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2026 would be winter.
I believe that it's either the next Olympics, whether it's 2026 or 2028, they will be bringing back something called the sex testers. And for those who are struggling to understand what that is, the sex testers are individuals who are going to either alone or in pairs take the athletes
Can I get a hot Russian sex tester?
Fondle their genitals to ensure that there is fair play between all parties. And they will make sure that the men have peeners and the women don't. And if you're in the female bracket with a peener, they're going to be like, you're either going to compete against other females that have peeners, or you're not going to compete at all. Because it's not fair to the biological women to compete against biological men on the world stage, where a man could beat them very, very easily.
Well, here's the thing. Somebody has covered this extensively. Ever since Imam Khalif beat the living shit out of that girl within 30 seconds. At
Yep.
the Olympics last time.
Yep.
Pierce Morgan's been on point with it the entire time. He said this is going to happen. He's like, I know it's going to happen. And, you know, you have all these different people over the past, 2 years, like advocates and activists and allies and all that stuff. Yeah, they all start with A. But he would get so much pushback from these people. And he's like, it's going to happen. Because guess what? Common sense is going to prevail.
And
I think
these are the people.
Slowly but surely, common sense is prevailing.
And another thing I'm seeing a lot of is two things. One, I'm seeing a lot of people, like, oddly enough, coming back to religion. Like, I felt like in, like the 2010s and the 20-teens, a lot of people were like, I don't need God. And then all this hullabaloo started. And people are just like, you know what? Maybe a picket white fence with a single partner and a couple of kids. And, a life that's simple.
Good Christian values or some good religious values. Yeah, like some good theology.
Like a wife and kids or a husband and kids in a house that's ours, and we can just sit there and raise our kids to be better than us, and and have people with our value, raise somebody to have our values.
So on this stream and Eastbound and Down is such a good coded combo. All right, buddy, thank you. I'm glad Kimmy does like 17 things at once. I saw him yesterday, bro. That was fun. He was across the street, and I was like, "Get over here! Get over here!
Get over here! Let me use your hole."
No, he's 17.
I know. I had a fire all day. However, just while we're on this topic, and it's something you were talking about, Corey, because you mentioned values, right? The more and more I see just videos of these women around my age, the more and more I'm just like, yeah, passport bros. I understand. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Totally fucking get it. Because there's not a Christina around every corner, bro. You know what I mean?
No.
Well, so far she's fucking awesome. Again, you guys haven't been together that long, so it's like you'll learn more shit about each other, right? But
yep.
I'm a little bit jaded because I've been fucked over royally like 3 times. So I'm like, I'm more specifically looking for. Yeah, well, listen, don't get me wrong. It's not like I wouldn't possibly. I'm open to a lot, to a woman, right? Whatever. However, I'm also open to her being older and having her shit together, or something of the like. It's like, because listen, I'm not a fucking 10. But all these motherfuckers that call themselves 10s, I like to ask women, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Because a man's never going to say 10 generally. But a woman will go, well, of course I'm a 10 because my personality and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, so you're vapid. And never, no guy's ever going to, no guy who has ever worked a job like the 3 of us have worked, construction, dirty, whatever it is, no guy is ever going to be like, even if he looks like fucking Liam Hemsworth, he's still not going to call himself a fucking 10.
Crimson, what would you rate yourself right now?
I don't know, maybe like a low 5.
A low 5?
5, 6, yeah.
I was gonna be like, you know what? I'm feeling a good 3.5 today. It's not my best day. Not my best day, not my worst. It's a good median day. And I'd be like, you know what? I'd go with a good 3.5.
Well, that's my point. It's like nothing from nothing. It's frustrating as fuck. Like, cause like I only ever did this because not this. Let me get to my segue, but
Yep.
I only ever did this because of the fact that like I was like, well, I know how fishing works. So I just made the exact same profile for like 3 different dating apps, right? There's like Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, right? I put it on there. I don't touch it. I don't swipe. I don't do nothing until it'll be like, yo, motherfucker, we're going to hide your profile because you don't swipe. So then I'll go on there and be like, oh, she's hot. She's not. Oh, she's hot. Oh, she's not. Oh, she's hot. All right, cool. I'm back online. And then I'll leave. And like, so I don't even really try to do anything. But what I've noticed is in the beginning, right, you would get a notification that would be like, oh, match or like. This was like 3 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for match or like, you could, at least if you weren't paying for it, have a couple minutes of conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you will get a like and you'll click on it and it'll try to get you to do a subscription plan for anywhere from 3 to 12 months. And you're not able to see anything. You can't even see the picture of the person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, these are useless. Like they don't even, there's not even a point. And like, not that I would like to, meet a girl through there, but I mean like Corey, you definitely paid, you had to have paid for it or you got a match. It's like one or the other, you know what I mean? So
it's definitely one or the other.
Fine, which is fine. I'm not outing you. I'm just saying it had to have been one of those. And if you're a person who's like, I have too much fucking dignity to pay for this shit monthly, or I just have the values that I'm not going to pay for this shit monthly, and I don't have anything against somebody that does. Maybe dignity is the wrong word. Your personal value is like, man, I was with a chick who I personally thought was a 10. So if I could do that before, I could do that again without a fucking app. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where my mindset's at. So I'm not using these fucking things. But I have kept them downloaded on my phone because I like psychology. And like when I'm seeing this shit that it's throwing at me, right? It's throwing these little notifications at me every day. I'm not touching them. But it's still trying to get me back and it'll be like, oh, you're more. Why is nobody with you? Like type shit will like pop up on there. I'm like, whoa, dude. If you were like somebody mental, this would be fucking with you. Like it's pretty gnarly. It's like the same reason that I stay subscribed to Mike Zero but never click. I just have notifications on because I want to see the random bullshit he comes up with every day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny. So it's like I don't watch any of the shit.
Hollywood actors are fleeing the area.
Kathleen Kennedy just battled Bob Iger on the top of the Disney castle with
Kathleen Kennedy abducts a woman and climbs on the outside of the Empire State Building and holds her hostage.
No, not
Kathleen
a woman. It
Kennedy
would be Brie Larson. Kathleen Kennedy kidnaps Brie Larson. Jesus Christ! But that's why I stay.
Can you imagine this cat like King Kong, but instead of King Kong, it's Kathleen Kennedy?
It's just Kathleen Kennedy on the roof.
Yes, and instead of the girl, it's George Lucas.
You will let me destroy Star Wars. Blah.
Oh shit! Speaking of Star Wars, we will get there in a minute. And communist.
So
he hasn't gotten to see it, but my point is, with all of this type, like bringing it back to the end, all this dating stuff right now, right? I do not blame tons of guys for just being like, man, fuck it, not here. I either want. Listen, most dudes want a girl that's loyal.
Mm-hmm.
Is a good mom, can be a good mom, right? first and foremost, is physically attractive to you, and in whatever way that means, right? Whether you're into big, small, little, fat, wide.
She has to have unrealistically massive titties.
Like, that's just you. But like, no, it's not just you. There is people like that. I mean, there's a lot of people that like, Dolly Parton. I personally don't.
People actually pretend to like Dolly Parton.
I like her as a person. She's cool. But so
no, I mean like sexually. People pretend to like that kind of stuff.
I guess.
I'm sure. Giant fake tits, I'm sure. And like, it doesn't matter what like physical attraction matters to every man. That is what like gets you in the door for us, right? Like, it's same thing, vice versa. But a woman might be like, oh well, I just like his personality immediately. A guy's like, she's hot. I'm gonna go get her number. And that's getting you in the door, right? So if you're not taking care of yourself physically, you're not gonna get in the door with a guy, right? And my whole thing is, no, most of you aren't 10s. But if you have the emotional level of somebody that thinks they're a 10, but not the emotional level to be like, I can work on myself, you're just not going to attract somebody like this. Three of us, you know what I mean? Like, because that to us shows immediately what your personality is, because you think you're better than everybody. Like, no. And
you can also believe, like,
listen, dude, I put on a little bit of weight. I know for a fact that I do not have a 6-pack. If I really wanted to go work my ass off, I could get one, but I don't have one now. And like, that's, again, not a 10. But that's why the dating pool is so fucking difficult. And I've had so many people in this chat and in the Discord, and I've seen it on other shows, where there is a ton of men that are just like, fuck it, I'm not even trying. It was interesting. I saw this clip that Andrew Wilson was in on the Whatever podcast talking about dating. Yeah, I'm not even a real big. I don't watch the Curse or anything, but I do like to see him debate people. It's fun, and it popped up in my recommended, so I'm watching it. And the one lady, two ladies actually, who were very respectful and really cool, at least from what I saw of it. They're both professional matchmakers. Like, men pay them to find them a woman that's got what they want and is loyal. It's literally that. That's it. Because it's so fucking hard to find that type of person these days.
And that's another thing I don't think a lot of people put stock into is loyalty. Like, loyalty is everything to people. You could
specifically
have everything and not be loyal.
Here's the issue is I don't think you can specifically say that, like, each gender when it comes to the dating scene has their own unique issues. Like, for women, it's this idea that everyone's a 5 that thinks they're a 10 who deserves a 10.
Yes.
We've gotten to the point where we've basically stroked our own ego into the stratosphere, and now nobody wants to date anyone that they think is quote unquote below them. With men, we've had the whole fraternity culture for an eternity.
Yeah,
just the idea of, I'm just going to go fuck the hot chick because she's hot, and then, shoot my shot and scoot.
Mm-hmm.
I would not say that I wouldn't pin a loyalty issue on just women, and I wouldn't pin anything on just men
I'm saying
either.
At all.
It kind of sounded that way. That's why I jumped in here.
Oh no, I'm saying I feel like both genders place a high value on loyalty from their partner.
Mm-hmm.
And with the whole fraternity culture, men have gotten into their head that, they can succeed by just going home and fucking the hot chick, when in reality, that's not what they want. They think that's what they want, but
It's
it really
not.
isn't.
Exactly.
And they could sit there and be like, oh yeah, I don't care that, fucking Stephanie broke my heart in middle school because she's, saying she wants a man that's not going to run around, but that wasn't me or whatever. Like, everyone might say, oh yeah, I might want to, like, I want to go be with, the hot chick, when in reality, that's not what they want.
So this is exactly what we're talking about.
Well, I mean, everyone wants to be with an attractive partner. It's just whether or not you make that the absolute priority or not.
Which is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Yes. We are getting there together.
It's like
sorry,
I said,
half a bottle of mead impedes one's senses.
No, it's okay. You are saying the same thing.
Indeed, the mead will impede.
Shut the fuck up. Oh wait, no, you're not the wannabe rapper. That's fucking Roman. Roman's the wannabe rapper.
No, I just actually am one. Anyway, I'm kidding.
Except for you're only a rapper in the sense that you get wrapped around a sandwich or some shit.
I feel like there's a joke to be made about him being a candy rapper. But for the life of me, can't.
A joke about like what you suck on him and you'll get something sweet.
No, more like he gets thrown away after the good stuff's done.
Okay. Anyway, well, that's fucking true.
He's trying to move on so fast.
I'm trying to get back to the point here.
You know what? We don't even need Roman to get fucking discombobulated. We do it fine ourselves.
It's true. We are doing okay with it.
Doing a bang up job, if I do say so. So back to relationships. A lot of men are also, just to put some blame on both sides real quick. A lot of men are doing wrong things.
I still haven't gotten to say.
Oh shoot, what's up?
1 second. But the loyalty thing.
Yes.
There's 2 different versions of why men and women find loyalty attractive.
Okay.
Oh, from what I have personally noticed, and just through talking to people and through watching stuff and enjoying psychology of humans, I like to psychoanalyze stuff. The loyalty level with a woman currently, right? Like, look, I'm going to use you and your relationship as an example. And I don't know much about what you guys do behind closed doors because it's not my business, right? But, or what you guys talk about. However, loyalty for a woman is more so like, oh, he's not going to leave me. He's not going to protect me. He's not going to go fuck another girl, right? Now, that could also be true for men, but I think men lean more towards loyalty as in they're not just thinking about, oh, he's going to be there for me or she's going to be there for me. It's if you are family oriented, it's I want a loyal woman, not because I don't want her to leave me and go cheat on. I more so want it because I want her to be a good mother and wife and family member. Because you can still have somebody who is loyal to you relationship-wise, but does not do jack shit to help with the children or around the house, or is an alcoholic bitch that just sits there drunk all day. And that's not loyalty. So you see what I'm saying?
I do.
I feel like I wouldn't count it as being loyal to your partner if you're going to be an alcoholic and just not participate in that relationship whatsoever. That's not even being relational. I would, which is why I'm saying, like, even if I wouldn't count it as loyal to the person if you're an alcoholic. That doesn't sound like loyalty at all. You kind of defined it a little bit differently as like loyalty is like, you know, to the family and all of that, but you can be, you know, you can be loyal to your partner but still be a piece of shit. It's not loyal to your partner to completely give up on life and drown yourself in alcohol all the time. There's nothing you could define as loyal about that just because they don't cheat on you.
That's what I'm saying. But you could definitionally, like, if you went to couples therapy, by definition, was my ex-girlfriend loyal to me by the fact that she didn't talk to other guys and didn't cheat on me? Yes. Was she loyal to me in the way that she would help around the house and do stuff with me and actually, like, emotionally be there and stuff like that? Not in the slightest. But I did all of it. I reciprocated all of that I just said, but got none of it in return. In fact, what I got in return was a year of being an alcoholic and 30 days in a rehab. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about loyalty in that regard. Definitional wise, you could say that.
You could, but I think it's a retarded definition, and I would fight you over it.
Yes, I know, but that's because we're talking about emotional shit here, purposely. That's why it's gray. That's a little bit gray. That's why I'm happy. I'm just having fun with this conversation. I don't even.
I'm not trying to be aggressive or like disputive or anything. I'm just giving my opinion.
I know. That's fine. Sorry, guys. For those of you that are just showing up, I am still sick. So
he is still sick with dick in throat syndrome.
Doctor called me sick. I then did a kickflip and said, "True."
Of course, I'm sick as fuck, Doc.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm here, Doc.
I've never not been sick.
That's one of my favorite fucking memes, bro. It's like a cat doing a kickflip, and it says, "Doctor called me sick." I said, "True."
So fucking retarded, but I approve.
Yeah, I know. It's really stupid, but it is good. I think it's in the Discord, I think. Like, I made it a meme.
Probably is.
So I think that was a good little conversation there about relationships, dating, like where we're at. Because, like, I mean, Crimson and I are both single currently, and there's reasons that we've talked about for that, right? He and I have talked about it in the Discord with people. Like, we have a chat in the Discord called Life Stuff, so people can go in there and talk about life stuff with each other. However, Chris and I have been friends since before the Discord, so
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you.
Yeah, just, you know, randomly getting the hey, we should start up a stream that you never show up to.
Listen, dude, I was literally almost fucking hallucinating earlier. I was like, I literally was in backstage with Corey, and I was like, dude, nah, fuck it. I'm pushing it back 2 hours, and I left. I was like, I can't do this right now, dude. I'm dead. Corey, you got anything else to add? Considering you are the person that's currently in a relationship. Drugs can help and also not.
What, for the whole loyalty conversation, or are we going to move past that?
Just any conversation about what we just talked about for the past 45 minutes.
There's I guess for loyalty, it does boil down to like a variety of different things, especially for each person. I think it's more of, when it comes to loyalty, I think what we're conflating is loyalty and our expectations with our partner. To where we, like, loyalty, I think, is simply put just like someone who you can trust. loyalty is someone you can put your trust in. However, what we want from our partner would be like someone who is loyal, but also someone who would then be, to build off of Roland's saying, someone we can entrust with having our kids with. I feel like having a woman could be loyal, but she could be not a person to have kids with. Like, you could find a woman who's like really good, seems like the right choice to have mothers or to be a mother, and then once she has the kid or during the pregnancy or after the pregnancy, she just goes fucking apeshit.
Well, I mean, you could have it on paper too, right?
Yeah. You could have an online relationship with someone and get catfished, or
you're not talking. No. You're not getting what I'm putting down. Hold on.
Okay.
Statistically, it would be smart, right, for me to be with, let's just say that freaking, I'm trying to think of somebody I really don't like.
Kathleen Kennedy.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so statistically on paper, that's a good match because she's got a fuck ton of money. I wouldn't have to work all that much. She wasn't terribly bad looking when she was younger, right? But she sucks the person, and she's definitely not going to be a good mom because she won't be around. Be raising the kids myself. But like on paper, it's like that's a set life. Your kids will be set for life, all this other stuff. But will they get
the kids that you're going to have get the mother that they deserve?
Exactly. And that's what matters to me more than money or looks or anything.
Right. Is this woman going to be the mother my kids deserve?
I know you would. If she breathes, she's our thought. Cammy.
What else? Oh shit. Should we move on to another topic?
Well, speaking of Kathleen Kennedy, we could talk about Leslye Headland and Star Wars.
Leslye forehead landing strip.
Yeah, the one that was too ugly to be molested.
Yes.
Remember when I said that like lesbians in fiction are way hotter than they are in real life? This is like a perfect example of what I mean. Like the only women who like decide to start experimenting with anything other than being bisexual are the ones who just couldn't get laid or had daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to anyone who's never seen this side of me, but fuck you, you're getting drunk, Crimson.
Oh God, here we go.
No, I'm capping myself off. I'm going to save this for the rest of this for tomorrow night, so I can act all classy because I can pour myself a glass of mead. Leslye Headland is like the perfect example of someone who just like, I don't think would have been conventionally attractive.
No. Do we go with the IGN article or the Rap article?
Go with the IGN.
Rat. Oh, sorry. You probably didn't say rat. I don't know what you said.
Rats. All right. We'll go with this.
So you have this rat, and he's a rat.
Rats?
Crazy. I was crazy once.
Rats make me crazy.
Rubber room. Rats make me crazy.
Crazy.
I was crazy once.
I was crazy once.
We could just do that stream. It just never ends.
Yeah, we've done it before. We don't need to do it again. Okay.
No, we don't have to do it again.
I'm trying to make sure that the show doesn't go too fucking wonky here on us, because I know how
what that comment makes me question something. Who here in our group would you say would do the rent a GF?
Roman.
Okay.
Roman has demonstrated that he does not have enough
What
shame
was
to
the
say
question?
no.
What was the question? Out of our group,
You
who
cut out
here,
for me. I don't know what was the question.
The question was, out of our group of friends, who do you think would be the one to go and do the whole rent a GF? He froze.
Pretty sure
Yeah, I don't
Roman's
know
already
what's
doing that.
Who? Wait, what?
Roman's
I'm in love
out
with a
here.
stripper.
Did Roman ever get get a stripper's number? Was that like ever a thing, or is that just a fever dream I had where he's trying to hit up a stripper?
Yes, that actually happened. Yes, that happened.
Okay.
He said he was gonna do it, and he fucking did it. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm in love with a stripper. That's just, I thought that was known. He's talked about that in the Discord.
Yeah, he's mentioned it to us before.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
I wasn't even in that area of the club. Cammy was with him. Cammy comes over, he's like, bro, he did it. I was like, what do you mean he did it? He's like, he got her number. What? What? All right.
Did he have to like sell his kidney for it or some shit?
I don't know.
Probably
dude. I
like
feel
suck
there's
some dirty toes or something. I don't know.
I feel like there's a pimp that owns him.
It's like that scene from Golden Boy where she spits in the dude's mouth and just swallows it.
Jesus Christ, please stop.
Yeah, but there was two.
I'm trying to figure out how much pain I could put crabs in with my words.
Hold on, there was two.
You understand? I'm gonna be the DM, right?
Cammy, there was
I'm
two.
not playing.
I'll just fuck you up.
I'm not playing D&D with you guys.
Shit.
Yeah.
I have no power here.
You have no power here, yes.
You have no power. Yeah.
This Crimson Law is immune to your bullshit.
But no.
You have no power. Yeah.
Did you just say for now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey's like looking into his Palantir currently. He's like, how can I fuck up Crimson?
Yeah, I'm gonna see how much it would cost to get
How
Pax or
long
Mama
before I
to
can say
molest
the
you.
N-word on his channel?
What's that?
How do I get a link to his live stream so I can get on there and say the N-word? Funny. Should I go into the story? Should I
Go into the story about
and how
That's
I
kind of the whole point in
landing strip forehead
transitioning
or
into our
whatever the
jokes
fuck her
about
name
Kathleen
was.
Kennedy, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But if he wants to tell his story, I will take it in chat, of course. All right,
I have
Corey.
no idea what you're talking about.
I may need you to read some of this. So it's more legible. Or not
All right.
legible.
Just so you know,
audible.
I'm illiterate and I have dyslexia, so
Oh fuck! I should have just said to you. God damn it!
it's gonna be a time.
It's gonna be a good time. Feels good.
Oh fuck!
Got some salmonella. Feels good.
What's happening?
I don't know.
What is happening?
Once again do not know.
Is it one of those
I have
moments?
no fucking idea. This is.
And I said,
What'd you say?
"Oh no, you don't want me to finish that. Everyone's gonna fucking kill me."
Is it the N-word again?
No.
Corey.
It's not the N-word. I never said the N-word. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? He's never said that.
Thought that was his whole
That's not even a
shtick.
joke.
Oh, okay.
No, the person who likes the N-word is Roman.
No,
Oh,
that's
does he?
Kevin's shtick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
That's the joke. That's the running joke.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna die here.
Please don't.
No, I'm
Corey,
gonna
you
do it.
suck.
I'm gonna yell World
I see.
Star.
Essentially,
World Star. Oh, did you guys hear about the Great Meme Reset?
No, I have not heard about the Great Meme Reset.
So
Did you hear about the free article I just sent you?
I'll read that in a second. So, for the uninitiated, in the year of our Lord 2026, there's going to be a great meme reset to help counter all of the AI brain rot that's been shoveled down our throats. And essentially, the internet has collectively decided that sometime in 2026, they are going to start reposting old memes from
No, they
like.
didn't. I wasn't part of this. Who asked me? I didn't collectively decide this.
Oh, go fuck yourself, I guess.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah.
Listen
There's
to the
the
story.
great meme
Krabs has the
reset.
talking stick.
I have the talking stick. And so essentially it's just going to be everyone's going to go online, and to combat the brain rot, we're just going to repost the old memes from back when we were kids and fill the internet with some quality meme content like in the good old days to really show those fucking clankers what's up.
Dude, okay, I'm not gonna lie. There's a subject I was sitting on. Maybe I'll have to go find the post. But there was a guy who took the scene from season 1 of Demon Slayer where Zenitsu first demonstrates his first form.
Yeah.
And he used AI to render that in like live action.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
And it looks like shit. It looks like some CW shit. And then he proceeded to say, I don't care, anime is the most soulless looking fucking medium ever. I was just like, all right, you know what? These fucking AI apologists should like get off the fucking internet.
Yes.
Can we chemically castrate them? I didn't say that out loud, did I?
No.
Oops.
The funniest thing is his post, or one of his posts, got 1.6 million views and only 38 likes.
And how long?
So AI bots, yeah. The clankers are like, yeah, good shit, man. Keep talking about it.
Bot approved.
Whew.
Well, listen, I mean, we've talked about it before where it's like you can use it as a useful tool, but it's where do you draw the line?
Yeah, the issue I have with it is a lot of the meme accounts I used to follow that would like share like actually like genuinely funny videos and shit are now just posting like AI brain rot because it gets more impressions.
Yep.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
It does indeed. It does suck. Oh. Corey?
So like all of the videos that people were making about like the fucking buff cat or whatever, like
Yes.
I got so sick of that shit. I legitimately started unfollowing accounts that I had previously thought were like genuinely funny and like good like sources of entertainment. And I'm just sitting here like, are we really laughing at the same fucking joke? Like the same fucking AI video rendered 5 million times. Like, is that seriously where we are as a society?
Dude, I think we're at the point where people will just scroll past a meme account and you can literally post a picture of a red square and just have the word red next to it and people will laugh.
Well, yeah.
That's where we're at.
Okay, here's the real debate, though. Do memes count as a form of art?
No.
No, why not?
I think it depends on the meme.
I feel like it depends on the way you would describe art.
Okay, so then what is art?
I feel like art is something that requires a lot of time to put in to
Not
say-
true. Nope. Not true.
When I think of art, I think of like the old school like oil paintings of like castles and shit like that.
Okay, so you're specifically talking about like
Physical
visual like paintings, like when we
Yes.
say art, like when you go to an art museum. When I say art, I more so refer to like the humanities, the arts kind of stuff. Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Oh, something of the arts. So like,
Yes.
you know, operas and shit like that.
Yeah, like basically, I guess you could
As somebody
describe it
who
as
went to art
indirect human expression.
As somebody who went to art school for like a semester, I'm gonna let you guys explain what you think art is first, and then I'll give what I have to say.
All right, let's just to tap on that. I don't think going to college for something does not make you an expert on something.
I agree. I'm telling you what my definition is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna be like, since I went to art school, I'm gonna give you the definition.
No, I'm gonna tell you exactly what my professor said, which is, in my opinion, correct. Because art is subjective, right?
Well, I would effectively define art as, I don't know, maybe human expression is a little bit too loose, but I might be just too drunk to put the words into put the words out there properly.
Can nature be art? Can nature be art?
I would say no, because it doesn't have any human input. A rendition of nature, I would, consider art or whatever, because you're picking a subject and choosing to define that and emphasize certain parts of it.
Okay, yeah. So we're there where it has to be implemented by a human mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then, is this art currently what we're doing?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Interesting. You could say that this is art as much as like a newscast is art.
Well, I'm creatively expressing myself. I creatively express myself on this show. I'm creatively expressing myself through this profile picture I created. Somebody might find what we're doing here beautiful and really enjoy it.
If they do, I question their sentiments.
I would as well. I'm more thinking like what we're doing right now. We're just. I don't think the.
So if we had a script and this was scripted and it was on a TV as a television show, that would be art. But currently, it's not. Is this what you're saying? Because
if this were a display of human creativity, then perhaps I would consider it art, but it's not. It's just a couple of retards sitting down in front of cameras and talking shit and asking pseudo philosophical questions like, are memes art?
So where's the line then? When does this podcast become art? Because we've already established that it doesn't.
When you start fucking drawing dicks on the wall, how about we start there?
Well,
when you get kicked out of the school for it, and you start.
Hold on, we've already established, right, that art is subjective. It has to be created through a mind, right? And it is not always necessarily physical. It doesn't have to have a visual aspect, right? So if somebody finds music to be art and they're listening to it, what if somebody never turned on the screen and just listened to our show? What makes that any different than music there? Because we are putting our creativity into this just in a different way. We're not playing instruments.
Are we putting creativity into this?
I'm putting in like enough energy to somewhat respond to statements.
Yeah, so I'm with Arceus on this. Because art is subjective, I think that if somebody's favorite, there could be a human being out there who finds nothing more beautiful than 3 people talking on a YouTube live stream, and that is back to the beginning, created through our creative minds and process. So therefore, art.
Do you want this to be art?
No, I'm just telling you. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying subjectively, it could be to somebody. Like I consider Star Wars to be art. Now, if somebody's favorite
Well,
thing
yeah,
in the
because
world,
Star Wars is technically film and or literature. So
yes, that doesn't. But okay, so then what you're saying is back to the fact that it needs to have a script, so that if this was scripted, so like one of your YouTube videos is scripted, right? So you don't consider one of your YouTube videos to be a creative process that's art, Crimson?
there are artistic elements involved in it, but that's a question I'm a little too drunk to handle.
See, so that's I don't see. So what you guys are saying then is that if we were scripted, it would therefore be art. But because this is not scripted, it's not art. However, what I'm saying is because it's subjective, if there is a person who hates everything in the world, but specifically loves Rolo Films, Crabs, and Crimson Law more than anything else, just sitting here talking about art and considers that to be the most beautiful thing they've ever seen, I think that could be considered art because this was creatively created. I created this podcast with Roman because we wanted to talk about creative things. We do a lot of creative processes, like even coming up with the names of the podcast, of the show. Like that is a creative process. Our conversation right now is a creative process. And if somebody subjectively were to find that to be the most beautiful thing they've ever seen, I think we can consider that to be art. Now, I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying this is where we start to blur the lines because if your original definition of art is it's a creative process that needs to be created by a human, which we can agree on, but then we also agree that art is subjective. You see what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie, you lost me after creative process.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been paying attention to a single thing you said.
I'm sorry. But you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna give it a genuine answer here.
I'm not gonna lie, I think you sleep with men.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
I know Arceus is paying attention.
That is a thought there, Crimson. I believe that something that we have been neglecting to bring up is the intent. Do you think art needs to have the intent behind it to be art?
No.
Because you could just, you could sit here and say, oh, well, then the RoloRome cast isn't art because they're not intending to have it be artsy and expressive and shit like that.
Are we not? I'm intending this to be expressive.
I'm intending this to be
I'm not a pretentious
way
prick,
of...
so I don't call it art because I'm not a pretentious prick, but I do intend this to be creative, and I do go through a creative process every single
I'm not a
week.
pretentious prick who calls this art, continues to argue that it might be art.
Well, somebody would by your definition, yes, it could be considered art. Because I'm using my creative process for this.
I'm gonna go with that, I'm not intending this to be art. I'm intending this to be a fun, relaxing evening where me and my buddies can sit down, have a fucking circle jerk, and, enjoy hanging out with their buddies for an hour or three.
Well, there's a
and
difference.
Then once it's done, we can just go home or log off and be like, all right, that was a good fucking, jerkmate ranked, boys. Let's hit the showers,
Oh, so here's the
jerkmate ranked. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Here's the thing, Corey.
I don't want your thing.
This is not the same as us sitting around a campfire and talking, or hanging out with the boys at the bar. It's not the same. Or coming over and playing video games together. It's not the same. Because we have a creative process. I have literal topics that I specifically have that I'm going for. I have a list of notes for every show. So there is a so I'm just saying somebody could argue, and I'm not, but again, if somebody subjectively found this to be the most beautiful thing ever, there is the creative process that you're looking for this to therefore be considered art.
Okay.
So, like Star Wars Theories videos, right?
Yeah.
When he does the Vader fan film, that's going to be art, right?
Okay.
So where's the threshold? Is that he has a script? Because let's just say that was completely unscripted, the Darth Vader fan film. It's completely unscripted. It's just a ton of dudes fucking around in the backyard with lightsabers, right? And then he posts it. Okay, well, they might not even know they're being recorded, right? It's just two dudes battling it out, killing each other with lightsabers, right? But to us, we find that badass.
Right.
So to us, that video of that is therefore art to our eyes. They don't even need to know. There doesn't have to be a script. Because, like, I would consider certain nature documentaries to be beautiful, right? But there's not a script on the animals.
There is a script on what the guy is saying.
Yes, there is a creative process. I'm not talking. You can have nature documentaries where there's no narrator. There is quite a few of those that exist. I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just the animal doing stuff. Exactly. RCS. Art is the expression of application of human creative skill and imagination, a visual form such as painting, film, graphic sculptures for emotion and power. Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a visual form. Yes, art stimulates an individual thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and ideas.
You know, let me ask you this then. Totally, it's art related. Do you think the quality of art has degraded?
I think the quality of the arts has degraded in general, and I think that we see that through the fact that people just use AI instead of taking the time to draw shit out.
I agree.
And that's just one example. I do think that art's degraded. I think we see that in the movie industry. I think we see that in the music industry. I think we see that in... I mean, there is the art of conversation, which is what I would argue we're currently doing. And I think that we can also, when you have Skibbity Riz, say that the art of conversation is fucking dying. When we talk about this brain rot that you brought up to begin with, I mean, yes, that is, like, there is the art of conversation. There can be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful conversation between people that you may consider because of the creative process and creative thought behind it, and not the intent to make art. I don't believe that you need to have the intent to make art, because again, it is subjective. Like, I could go throw shit at the wall, and you might be a fucking weirdo who finds that beautiful. And now there's a big shit stain on the wall, and that's your favorite thing. You sit there every day and eat lunch looking at that shit stain because it makes you think, right?
That's such a great out of context clip right there.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, I do believe that the creativity aspect of art is degrading. But I again, it's always going to be subjective.
Okay.
I don't think art even needs to be physical. Personally. It's one of my favorite questions to talk to people about, because it's a great philosophical question, but it's also a really good psychological question. Where do you draw the line? You know,
there's a lot of things you could like ask that question too, or ask that question about too. Like, where there's a lot of where do you draw the line questions to be asked, don't you think?
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. But I'm saying, would you argue that murder could be art?
No, murder is murder.
What if
Yeah.
could you argue that it could be, though, to an insane person? Bet you what? I bet you Manson's plan to kill Sharon Tate, I bet you Manson was like, this is fucking beautiful. It's all coming together. This is art.
Okay, well, that can also be said as a metaphorical statement.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But again, if art is subjective and somebody needs to find it beautiful, we're back to that shit stain on the wall. So if it's a shit stain on the wall, or if it's a person cut up and nailed to the wall, if it's a disembodied corpse nailed to the wall, and all these different pieces, like the freaking spirals from Game of Thrones.
I
With the White
think you're
Walkers
trying too hard. I think you're trying too hard with this.
Yeah.
I feel like the point was made like 5 minutes ago.
I think
Like,
I'm just
art,
running circles on it.
Yeah, art is subjective, and I think it really comes down to who you ask. But I think a vast majority of people would say murder is not art.
No,
I'd
it
say
isn't.
about 99.98% of the population would be like, yeah, it's murder. It's not art.
Yes. No, I agree, but I think Hitler would argue that his entire plan and everything was a masterpiece of art.
Yeah,
No,
but
I think
Hitler
he would
was-
argue his plan was the final solution to all the world's problems.
Which
I
would
feel
be
like
his eyes art, a beautiful art.
How would you know? Are you the reincarnation of Hitler, motherfucker?
No, there's an anime about that coming out.
I feel like Hitler thought with the original plans that he was a pretty good dude. And then when he was high on like morphine and other drugs towards the latter part, he probably thought he was, the greatest ever.
Yeah, I know, but when he constructed his grand plan, I would probably tell you he went, voila, mwah, kissed it, and went, this is great if it was on paper, right?
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the final solution was that purely just Hitler being like, we have to just kill the Jews, or was that just a collaboration of all of the top Nazis that are just like, we just have to kill them?
No, that was part of it, but it wasn't the entire plan.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Arceus, you see what I'm saying. Art does not have to be physical. It could be a concept as well.
Is this some poor segue to be like the Acolyte is art?
The Acolyte is, it could be, yeah, there's quite a few people that would consider the Acolyte to be art. I'm not one of them. But it is. By definition, it is. I hate to.
I'm going to argue that the Acolyte is in fact art because it would piss you off.
I hate you, Crimson.
I think it's really shoddy work. I think it's art in the way that, like,
don't hang on. I'm gonna be real fucking mad with this guy if he's doing what I think he's doing.
Who's doing what?
Who's this guy? Is it me or is it?
No, not you.
A guy in a game. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Someone from D&D. One of my D&D buddies is being a little fucking hooah. And he's like, I'm pretty beat, not gonna lie. I'd be free for a short session or just canceling, not gonna lie. And it's just like, I hate you.
Oh, so basically he's throwing all your plans out the window.
Yeah. He's throwing all my art out the window.
Yeah, would you consider your D&D campaign to be art? Yes, it is. And that's just a concept. There's nothing physical. Boom.
Okay, well, truth
I
is
wouldn't
not
even
art.
call it art. It's just some,
That's just
like,
a concept. There's nothing physical. Truth isn't art, though.
No, it's not. Truth is not art. But I can have a
You want me to try and read this fucking article about the shit stain that is the Acolyte?
yes. I sent you the link like forever ago.
Yeah, no, I finally pulled it up, and you were like, "What is love?"
He's out here like jacking off to whatever random dumbass drunk question I asked him.
Well, that is actually a good
Crimson.
question there, because if you actually, I would argue that Natalie Portman is a work of fucking art. But she
Okay.
didn't create, like, so if you creatively
Crabs, let's hurry this along. We need to
Okay,
stop
well,
this before it gets out of hand.
yes,
He's
a
about to
person-
have a fucking down bad moment like Roman.
No, hold on. So a person can be art, because if Crimson had the intention to get fucking jacked and chiseled, he made his body a work of art. I would say the human body, in fact, is one of the greatest works of art when sculpted the correct way by your creative process, which is, I want to make myself look better. In fact, the Greeks and Romans all believed that the human body was the greatest work of art.
Which would also explain the copious amount of statues.
Yes, exactly.
Why?
What's up,
Are
Wilford?
you, what brought about the art conversation? 'Cause,
I
I
asked
don't
if
know.
memes were
Please
art.
help me.
I asked
He-
if memes were art.
yes, memes are
Yeah,
art.
crabs. Yes. Crabs
All right, so
started
then
to
And
Why
then
are we-
Rolo wanted to be like, okay, well, how do you define art? And it got into it. I'm a half a bottle of mead into the night.
I debated on just leaving and getting alcohol before I jumped on here, but you know, like it was one of those things where I was like, hey, you know.
If I could pour you a glass through the screen, I would.
But no, you're just pouring it into your gullet instead, you fucker.
No, I'm saving the other half for tomorrow night. Okay?
not Crimson just pouring fucking alcohol on his screen right now. It's like, he's like, here, man, I'll pour you a glass.
Pour one out for the homies. Just me
It's
pissing on the
just
floor.
pouring it in his
That's just me pissing on the floor.
Oh god. I
Oh,
was so bored earlier, man, that like I took an old man nap before this stream, and that suddenly became like 2.5 hours, and so here I am. I sound like I'm death, destroyer of worlds, but hey, we're gonna rock it, boys. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I love the art conversation though, but yeah, no, 100%. It's
Like
it's,
this right here. This is
That's art. That's art for sure.
All right, hang on. Fuck faces. Those who are doing the stream, or not doing the stream, we're all doing the stream. Who wants to do the one shot that we've been trying to fucking do for the past month? 2 months.
well, I'm pretty sure that you're the limiting factor on that, and then you
Is
know.
that Roman the limiting
I mean-
factor on that?
Well, actually, yeah, Roman is too. So I guess but the other thing is that like I would need advance warning on that, and like I imagine it would probably take 5 hours if we were to actually like just
I
actually
agree.
do this session. So
All right. I mean, the one guy's not going to be available till like 10 at the earliest. The other one's like confirm with your boys. So I'm confirming with the boys.
hey,
Um,
hey, Arceus, hope you're doing good, buddy. What's happening?
What's
if
happening?
you guys want to, we can do that one shot tonight with all of us and get that started. Or
Roman.
we could go do, I can go do the other one shot with them. And in that case, around 10ish, I might have to dip.
That's fine.
All right.
Well, I'm planning on spending some time in the Discord. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. As long as I'm able to do that, I don't know. I can multitask because like I have a brain. So
All right. I mean, shit.
He has a
Roland, would you be able to do
brain.
a live stream from the Discord?
I mean, as long as somebody's recording it, technically that would count.
Yeah, I mean, I would just probably do it through StreamYards.
All right, then yeah, we could do it in the Discord.
I
Be a
wouldn't
lot
have-
easier to have them all in the Discord than.
We wouldn't have to. I would do it through StreamYards like we're doing right now.
Like, we would invite everyone to StreamYards.
Yeah. Why would I not just do this?
I don't know.
But
it'd be easier to do it from through
It's
Discord.
not.
Okay.
Record if you want to record it. It's not easier to do it through Discord.
Oh.
no, I mean
Discord.
actually, you just need a screen scrape. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you could even do it through an NVIDIA technically, and then just turn around and then you just have to edit, which Roman doesn't do. So
Yeah, they even bothered to like look at what he's posting and narrow it down to less than a fucking hour. Yeah, I'm still calling you out, you little punk ass bitch.
Yeah, bro. I love the fact that there's like times where I'm like, hey, you might want to clip out this one part because it was like kind of like fucked up or whatever. And it's just like, nah, I don't think it.
He's
ever
just like,
happened.
nah.
He's like, yeah, dude, totally. And then I'm like, didn't it ever get clipped out though?
All right. So I mean, are you guys interested in doing the thing tonight?
Well, here's the thing too.
Dude, I don't know. I'm supposed
Roman.
to. I still feel like shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, Rolo also has Middle Earth obligations tonight.
Yes.
And then,
True.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, and I think it would just
so
make
sorry.
more sense that we wait until Roman shows up, and then that
I
way
agree.
my character may or may not terrorize him some. I don't know. It depends on, hey, how I
We
feel.
gotta see how the group functions together, the feng shui of the group, if you will.
Yeah, correct. Player dynamics means so much in D&D.
You're welcome, buddy. I do too. I love art. But I didn't actually go to school for it because it's like I don't need the degree to make it, I only went for just like a little class.
An itty bitty little class.
Yeah, a little class for like a couple months.
But what? Oh well, I was about to use an example about Christopher Lee. Sir Christopher Lee, did he not attend, and was he not classically trained, or did he just he was such a badass that he just pulled that out from after the war and stuff?
I think he just pulled it out from after the war.
I was just saying,
Okay, that's legit. That's legit. Well, then
He just
technically,
gets off of stabbing Nazis in Africa. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I want to be an actor.
Well, you know what, dude? I would just argue that Christopher Lee, by definition, is art as a human.
He's gooning over Christopher Lee now. Oh God.
Well, if we believe in God, God created human. God created Christopher Lee, who's God tier. So,
So about this fucking article,
pull it up, dude. This
I have
conversation.
it up. I've been waiting for you guys to
Pull it
stop.
up.
You're doing the gherkin over art.
The only
Wait,
reason
we're gherking over art?
is you haven't pulled up this fucking
I'm
article.
jerking my gherkin. Now fuck off.
Okay.
we need to. We're gherking over art, man. We have to have the
Got the fucking the mob.
octa opie here. Here we go. Let's go.
We're doing
What
this.
is an
All right.
octa-opie?
Well, do you know what opie is in
No.
Japanese?
Oh,
It's
God.
titties. Okay, and so if you have octa opie, that means you have 8 titties in your face.
Okay.
There we go.
So anyway,
Okay, hold on. If we're doing this. Can you say it?
Bring the article up.
it's up. I'm just waiting for you guys to.
I'm talking to Rolo, not you. You're fine.
Oh, God,
I have zero
Rolo.
problems with crabs.
It's literally
I have
not
no
here.
problem
He's
with
not
Rolo.
sharing screen.
Oh, okay.
You
It'd be
fuck.
great if you were to, I don't know, communicate like an adult and be like, I want to see the stream.
Corey. How
Don't
many times have we gone over
Don't
a
fucking
fucking
start.
article?
don't fucking start.
How many times have we gone over an article? Do we ever read it when it's not on screen? No, because people need to see
Don't
it, so they know we're not making
fucking
shit up.
Breaking
Sorry,
news.
I
the
don't
Rolo
wanna hear it.
Romecast breaks up because Rolo can't fucking communicate.
What are you fucking talking about? Oh, I
Rolo
can't.
just can't communicate.
Yeah, you that needs to be the name of a movie. Roland can't communicate.
Just take
That should
that
be the
quick-
name of this.
Or a
Oh wait,
TV
the episode
show.
already has a name. I would have been just like, RoloRome cast episode 155. Rolo can't communicate.
I think I just communicated.
We'll make it an anime. We'll just replace Comey can't
We'll make
communicate
it
with
an
Rolo
anime.
can't communicate.
Have you
That's what I'm
guys
talking
ever
about.
watched a YouTube video where someone goes, yo, grab that article, and they don't put it on screen.
IGN is horrible.
I don't know. I feel like communication's a tad.
I don't think
lacking.
I didn't think. Okay, bro.
Roland can't communicate.
Fuck.
He is
Thanks,
hiding in
Roman.
chat. Look at that.
Look,
at
he's
that.
even saying it.
This motherfucker can't even stream. Shut up.
All right. I felt like, okay, the writing's on the wall for sure. Leslye Headland?
Headlamp, yeah.
This woman
The
has
woman that
accepted
was
Disney's decision to cancel Star Wars show The Acolyte after one season, even if she's still sad about it. The moral high ground.
All right, hold on. I need to address something. Literally comes at me. And then I call him gay and he says, hop off my schmeat. You literally came on here to hop into the conversation, literally onto my schmeat, you fucking twat.
Wait, it's not your Schmeat. He claimed it was his Schmeat first. So
No,
Yeah,
no, he
so
literally is.
Okay,
anything,
who is
now
writing
hopping-
who's Schmeat right now?
No,
I
by
think
de-
Roman
by
is
definition-
writing Roman Schmeat.
No, by definition, when he came in here and talked shit, I would have been the one to say hop off my schmeat, but I didn't. All I said was, all right, dude, you're gay. And he goes, hop off my schmeat. Shut the fuck up, bro. You showed up just to talk shit.
I think if anyone's writing Schmeat here, it's definitely you because obviously if he was not writing Schmeat, if he came
Shut
here
the
to
fuck
write Schmeat, he would have been saying something.
I have,
that rap song is retarded, by the way.
I have.
It's really cringe.
we did
What?
when it came out.
I love the Ryan Kinnell version of it, to be honest with you, though. Like,
but
I
the
thought that
problem-
them remixing it was pretty fantastic.
So do I. But the problem being is that she immediately copyrighted it. So it's like she knew people were going to talk shit
Yep.
to try it. Also, just saying the words "hop off my schmeat" is just fucking so gay.
Instant man card revoked.
Yeah, literally. If I ever hear it, like, that's the type of
Wait.
shit a fuckboy says.
It's-
Dude,
it's
hop
like-
off my sheet, bro. I would
It's like
I would
she
smack
meat
the-
combined.
Roman, if you do that in
so
person, I might have to smack you just to be like, that's retarded. Don't ever say that again. You sound gay. Yo, could you imagine getting in an argument with your girlfriend and you're just like, yo, hop off my schmeat.
Yeah, man. And then she pulls out a dick bigger than yours. It's fucking crazy.
That happened?
I looked her up and down and I said, girl, you're looking mighty fine. And then she pulled out a cock that was twice the size of mine. Hey!
Oof. Wait,
So
I'll pull-
anyway,
Hold on, I'll pull a boogie. Look, so.
I can't stand Leslye Headlamp. So
Neither can I.
Headlamp. Okay,
Yeah, that's
Leslye
the joke.
Headlamp.
Yeah.
The Acolyte creator,
Too ugly to be molested.
Head-
and former assistant of Harvey Weinstein.
Also,
Oh,
too
that's
ugly to be
fucking
molested.
disgusting.
Yep.
Reflects on the cancellation of the Disney Plus series after a single season, pointing to the significant impact Star Wars content creators had on the decision around the show. If you made a good show and you made it within the bounds of a feasible reality in the Star Wars universe with the plethora, the almost gluttonous amount of fucking lore that you had to work with thanks to fucking George Lucas, you would have been able to make a show that made sense.
Well,
Well, dude, I don't actually.
George Lucas only made him only made the 6 movies, right? Like it was everybody else that did the expanded universe.
So
and
here's the
because of
thing:
that-
George Lucas made episode 1 through 6. He also
Yes.
made essentially everything else needed to make 7, 8, and 9.
Yes, but here
He just never published it. He never filmed it, and he never
Yes.
published episodes 7, 8, 9.
that is true. But muffler tape is not incorrect because yes, George went through screening processes with a lot of the authors, and he was like, "Yep,
Mhm.
you're good for it. You're not good for it. You're good for it. You're not good for it. Go write me something cool." And they got like the Thrawn trilogy, dude, the Heir to the Empire trilogy. George was not really that involved in.
Yeah,
that was pretty much only Timothy Zahn for the most part.
I'm not trying to derail. Like,
No, you're good.
The reason why I just bring it up is just because, like, again, I think it always comes back to money when it comes to Star Wars on whether or not or Disney goes, oh, well, we want to have ownership over everything and not have to cut the writers that created these other things. And so that's why it's like, none of that's canon and stuff, right?
Right.
So that's why they had access to it. They just were like, now we're greedy fucks instead. So
exactly. But what I'm getting at is they could have just been like, they had the Star Wars brand. They had the licenses to it. So they could have just been like, yeah, this is Star Wars. And then they could have tweaked it like a little bit and been like, this is our own continuity without having to cut the writers a check. And then they would have just been like, all right, we like the idea of, the clone commandos, except we're going to make one of them, instead of it being Sev, he's now Zero or some fucking bullshit. And then due to it not being the fucking 4 Delta commandos, it's the one slightly different one, then they can all be like, this is a new Delta squad that's Disney's, and we don't have to do that.
That's exactly what they're doing. That is literally exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
You haven't watched most of these shows. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, it seems like exactly what they did with Marvel too. I mean, they literally, in order to not pay, certain creators and stuff like that. There's the whole issue with like the Ultimate Universe and like a bunch of other stuff. So it's just a lot of these things with corporations and IPs and stuff. It just comes across as like money moves, to be honest with you.
It is.
Just, like they're trying to play God.
That's all they are.
Yeah.
Dude, the Bad Batch is literally Omega Squad. It's literally, or Delta Squad, one or the other. And you think Karen Travis is getting anything from that? No, of course she isn't.
Actually, no. If anything, it wouldn't be Delta Squad. It would. No.
Bro, they literally have.
It is literally Delta Squad.
Scorch is in the show, so it's like. And
yeah,
they
but no.
Unceremoniously kill Scorch. So it's like why? Okay, so you think Karen Travis got anything because no, they brought Scorch in. They never said his name, but it was him.
It was the same voice actor, same clone model. They just killed him.
Yes, and do you think that Karen Travis would have gotten anything from Disney? No, that's like I'm saying. Everything you just described is what they're doing. Is what they're doing in all of these shows. Yes, and so Leslye Headland, in this article, at least it should pop up when she starts talking about it. If IGN actually put it in there, which I think they did. She explains. Well, first of all, let's go back a little bit. She said in an interview before The Acolyte came out, when asked what her favorite Star Wars movie is, all of the Star Wars. I can't pick one. So right off the bat, every Star Wars fan was like, okay, so you've never seen them. And that's clear when you watch this god-awful show. I do have reviews on the channel. But
hey, you know what's funny, though, is that I have a friend that likes The Acolyte.
I don't think that's.
Oh, I have too.
That's not. Those aren't friends.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I don't know how you can have an intellectual conversation.
You know what would be great, Roland?
How do you have an intellectual conversation with somebody who finds the writing in this show to be
you don't because they're a communist.
I need you, Roland, I need you to go up to Shane the next time you talk to him and say, The Acolyte is a bad show.
I'll say it right now. The Acolyte is shit. It got canceled.
But he's not here to have the...
Wait, you guys have a friend who likes The Acolyte?
I don't.
I have two.
Oh, God.
And they're like, well, he could have this, that, and the third, and it's just like
It's-
your explanation makes Mundi a fucking retard.
You can't argue with stupid, Corey.
I mean, he's just such a super fan that he was so happy to see Darth Plagueis in any form and fashion. He didn't care. And he liked the idea of the Force being like shown in different ways, basically.
Here's the funny part, though.
I'm like, wow, okay.
I think your 4 friends were probably the only people that fucking liked it. Because it's canceled, motherfucker. And you're never going to get more.
I love how she's like, after one season, leaving a number of plot threads, chief among them the dramatic first appearance of Darth Plagueis in live-action form, dangling, perhaps never to be resolved. Here's how you resolve it. You make a movie, if you want, make a live-action movie about fucking Palpatine.
Yeah, no, don't. Because now they're going to talk about the fact that Plagueis saw these lesbian witches fucking create life, and therefore he and Palpatine were going to try to figure out a way to do that through Sith alchemy. They literally only put him in here because they want him to try to make life, which then the Force will rebound and create Anakin Skywalker. So the whole point that Anakin Skywalker is created is because Palpatine's trying to create life because he learned it from lesbian witches.
Yes.
Fuck off.
You literally could just have it be like, just not even that. Just be like, all right, I gotta.
That's what it is. That's what it is in the show.
No, that's what people are gonna try and make it do, and we just don't let that happen. What we do is the person who says, "Oh, they learned it from the witch cult," we spray him with bear mace, kick him in the stomach, and say, "You're a fucking retard," and then we just leave him there wallowing in pain as we enjoy a thought-out, well-executed Star Wars movie where Anakin is created because Palpatine and Plagueis are attempting to make themselves immortal because that is the Sith code to attempt to gain even more power so that it's just Emperor Palpatine, or now just at the point Sheev Palpatine, and his master Darth Plagueis are attempting to manipulate the Force in order to make themselves immortal. Don't even have that. Have it start off where it's on the seas of Korriban, on the red sands of Korriban, and Plagueis is a Padawan, and he's going through one of the Sith temples or one of the Sith ruins, and he finds a fucking journal or an inscription about a Sith Lord named fucking Vitiate, who had a Sith empire, which would then plant the idea of having a Sith empire or an empire in general in the mind of Plagueis and or Palpatine. And then when he goes on his Sith training for Plagueis to become a master in the first half of the movie, he's going around tracking down the different Sith lords and what they did in order to force their own longevity.
Tenebrous has to die first.
I have a
Tenebrous is dead.
Many, the dark side is the... many would deem unnatural, right? And stuff, right? So you're talking like you see these, lesbian space witches, crush Muff, and and then what I'm gathering is that Plagueis is more like just Harvey Weinstein or something, These like yes, I will turn this to my will. Or something. I don't know.
I watched them force scissor a child into existence.
And once the clams parted, there was an infant.
They slammed clams so hard they created life.
And he's like,
saying, man.
Yeah, and then because of that, he just gets the idea to go find a 9-year-old murderer and be like, "Yeah, you're my apprentice now," because these lesbian space witches made me think of this. The fuck?
This makes me violently angry.
Hey, you. What do you want? What do you want, creepy old man? Okay, what if I told you that I just got here from some wild backwater planet, and I just watched a couple of space witches scissor a child into existence? Excuse me, sir. What the fuck kind of drugs would you like to be my apprentice now?
Sir,
yeah, sure. Why
this is an elementary school.
I'll show you many unnatural things, youngling.
Please get away from me. I have to get back to space algebra.
Okay, now kill
fucking space algebra. Oh my god.
Since the cancellation, a number of actors who appeared in The Acolyte have said they still hope for a season 2 in December last year. Fuck these people because they were in the show. Said Darth Plagueis would have had a bigger role in further seasons of The Acolyte, but didn't reveal too much because we could come back. No, you can't. Star Wars is dead and Disney killed it.
Yo, here's an idea. If you want to fucking do this. Make the show about Palpatine being an acolyte of Plagueis. You fuck. Like,
literally,
if this is what you're gonna do, then do it. But like you did it. If this was your end goal was to do Plagueis shit, why did you make it all about lesbian space witches? You fucking dumb band.
Yeah, you kind of, even if it were to build off that.
In what world?
No, will you fucking calm the fuck down, you lesbian space witch?
Oh, I'm gonna say cunt.
you
just
turned
all
out
I'm
you
saying
did, you
is,
retard.
if it were to be about Plagueis, then yeah, you're right. They wasted a whole season. If anything, the most vital season in the show's history or in the show's life, they wasted the most vital season on the wrong people. You could have lesbian space witches and they could have a way to create life, but don't have that be the center point. The center point is Plagueis. If you want Plagueis to be the center point in the future seasons, then that's what you need to do. You need to put Plagueis front and center and have him do everything that is cool about Plagueis. Force lightning, throwing shit, killing Jedi. One of the things that pisses me off, besides the space witches just creating life out of clam bams, is the fact that, you know, they kill how many Jedi and a Jedi Master, and they're not like, we should launch an investigation of multiple Jedi Masters to figure out what the fuck's going on in this corner of space that people are just dying.
They do, and then everybody dies, and then they kind of just cover it up.
If everyone dies, okay, let me ask you this. If there is a police sting at a drug den and they send in like 5 officers and a lieutenant and they all die, are they just going to be like, ah, shit, I guess we can't go in there? No!
Wait, are we talking about the raid? Is that essentially what we're setting up the premise for right now?
What I'm saying is, who in the right mind, and this is before Palpatine got to the fucking Horcrux of the Nexus of Sith power in Coruscant underneath the temple to cloud their minds. This is when the Jedi were like peak Jedi. You're telling me peak Jedi are going to be like, oh, 5 people died over in this portion of space. Let's just cover it up and never speak of it again.
Dude, it's more than 5 people. It's actually like 20. And yes.
Yeah, but that's my fucking point.
They show up, can't find anything except for dead bodies, and then decide not to tell anyone. They don't tell they don't tell anybody that there's somebody out there that just murdered 20 fucking Jedi. They decide it's not a good idea to tell the government or tell anybody.
And then here's the fucking crazy bit. You're telling me Palpatine's alive.
Yes.
Whether he's a Sith right now or not. You're telling me
No. He's not alive yet. He's not alive yet. He's not alive yet because this is like 80 years before the Force, the Phantom Menace.
80 years before that?
It's like 80 to 100 years, yeah, some shit like that. Or no, I think it's 180, which makes Plagueis like fucking 1,000 years old, dude. Like, what?
Which means Plagueis already figured, if that's true, then that means Plagueis already found out a way to make himself immortal before finding out about the lesbian space witches, because Plagueis' species only lives about 40 years. 40 years.
Yeah, but they don't care about that, and we know that because they put Ki-Adi-Mundi in the fucking show.
Yes, but what I'm getting at is, if that's the case and Plagueis is already there, that means lesbian space witches are not the reason for Plagueis coming up with that. That means Plagueis already had the ability to create life and extend his own unnaturally without the need of lesbian space witches. Thus meaning lesbian space witches are only there because they are lesbian space witches and Disney has an evil ultra motive.
Yeah, kind of, you know. I mean, but again, if you use the allegory of him being Harvey Weinstein, then yeah, I just totally see it as like her trying to like headcanon out, like, oh, well, he's this looming threat for, us in our little corners. We're trying to do our thing and stuff, and he's trying to manipulate us or something. Like, I can totally see that.
Guys, here's the thing. Everything that we just explained is leaps and bounds more interesting than anything in this fucking show. Everything in this show is surface level. There is no concepts. There is no plan behind it. It's just everything is just there. It's flashy lightsaber fight. Person that you recognize from other movie. Character that everyone's always wanted to see. Like that's all it. That's literally surface level shit.
Is it better than a B tier or a C tier isekai though? That's the real question.
No.
C tier.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. God, no. I don't even know what that is, but no, that's better than this.
Fun with Black Summoner.
Yeah.
Ari Ferretta.
Okay.
I can't have fun with fucking
whatever that is.
Dude, honestly, I would rather be forced to watch like I don't know.
You shut up, Arceus. It's way better. All right, you fuck.
Anyway, back to the article.
I'd rather be forced to watch fucking redo of Healer than this again.
Well, redo of Healer is kind of hot.
Redo of Healer is really good, actually.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. He smacks a girl in the face with his cock. It's kind of funny.
I don't know. I think I'd rather see a gender bent Halo remaster than a fucking Acolyte season anything. I think I'd rather see them make Johnson a black woman and watch her get fucking lasered in the face.
Johnson, a black woman with a Johnson.
So
yeah,
female
Michelle
Commander
Obama.
Shepard then, right?
Big
so
Mike. It's just Big Mike.
Yeah.
So you would be a pro fem shep over a pro, male shep from Mass Effect. If they
I would be a pro fem shep over this monstrosity.
That hurts.
Female Shepard is hot though.
No, you don't understand.
Hot, but
there is nothing that I would rather pick than the destruction of this shit show. Like, there's almost nothing that's worse than the Acolyte existing.
Or how about you get to be the one who pulls the trigger on Jeffrey Epstein? Or you can destroy the Acolyte.
Now, that's a tough choice.
No, I'm not killing him. It's too much information.
I'd rather. So wait,
okay? How about this then? You get to extract all of the information from Jeffrey Epstein, or you destroy this show.
I extract all the information from Jeffrey Epstein and then I kill him.
No. Here's the thing: you either kill Jeffrey Epstein and the Acolyte dies with him. In this universe, Jeffrey Epstein is gonna make the Acolyte. So
the Acolyte
just kill Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein created the Acolyte, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Epstein is the Acolyte, so you have to either kill Epstein.
We're so fucking off the rails, but I'm
or either Epstein dies and the Acolyte dies with him, or the Epstein lives and the Acolyte is published.
I would suffer the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Cucked.
Shut the fuck up about Darth Plagueis the Cucked, alright? I don't want to fucking hear anything about Plagueis the Cucked anymore. Okay?
Well, look, all I'm saying is, it would suck, but I would honestly be okay with the sacrifice because it means we would finally be able to get rid of everyone who, was on that list.
Exactly.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Darth Plagueis the Cucked is a fucking cursed thought.
You know about?
Well, he's sitting there watching lesbian space witches scissor to figure out his fucking master plan. He is the
you have the cantina music. There you go.
Please, no more.
Have you?
That begs the question: what would a force queef be like?
Crazy. Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Roman the Pegged, Corey? It's no story that Jedi would tell you.
I don't.
Oh my God! Wait a second. Palpatine. So no, wait. Roman is Plagueis, and he loves Palpatine, and he does unnatural things to Palpatine. That's why he has such a fascination with him, and it's one of his exceptions.
The cock ring brought to him unnatural long life. For 500 years, it poisoned his mind.
Oh, no.
Lord of the cock rings.
I hate you.
You literally just need to like come
I
up with like
hate
a
you
1,000-word prompt and put that into like a chat GPT and just be like, all right, make me a short story about this, and then publish that and profit.
I have tried to make funny shit. I've tried to see what it will do before, just fucking around with it. And there's times that it'll be like, I can't do that. And I'm like, that's pretty good. It'll
Wait, hang on. Shut the fuck
uncensored-
up. This bit's actually funny as shit.
All right.
Mother, whatever the fuck.
Mother Anastasia.
I don't give a shit. I don't
I hate that I
respect
know
her.
that, and I do. I had to watch each of these episodes more than once.
That's great. You can suffer in pity in your fucking little sad corner. I'm not giving her the respect or the time of day. Mother Gagglefuck here raised this issue too, calling out Disney for not doing enough for the cast who faced waves of racial abuse online. They've got to stop doing this thing where they don't say anything on people who are getting fucking dogpiled on the internet with racism and bullshit, she said. Well,
So
maybe
she is referring to
if you didn't want this to happen, maybe you should, I don't know, have some what's it called? Let me see if I can say this before I get cut off and made to look like a racist. Maybe you should have some dignity and some forethought to be like, this character is a piece of shit. I don't want my face associated with it. This is a poor role. I'm not going to take it.
yes. But Star Wars is
Here's the
patriarchal.
thing: is some people do genuinely take these things too far. Like it's become a thing. Like within the freeing community, like its fan base to just spam the N-word at any black person that decides
See you,
to
buddy.
piss them off.
Take care, buddy.
Have a good weekend, Arceus.
Arceus, you were trying to bully me earlier, so I didn't acknowledge you. But yes, Bookworm is superior to whatever this trash is. And don't you dare try to speak otherwise. Moving on.
Okay, but to wrap this thought up real quick, some people do genuinely take it too far, but they are all more often the minority, and everyone likes to focus on the guys who are too extreme rather than the people who are actually making points. And they like to lump everyone in together, like, oh, they're all being racist because one guy here called me the N-word on Twitter. They must all be like this guy, so therefore I don't have to acknowledge their criticism.
Well, we also know for a fact that Disney screens all of their actors and actresses for this type of shit. They get them set up, already telling them that they're going to have to, specifically with Star Wars. We know this because what's her name said it. Moses Ingram, who played Reva in the Kenobi show, literally said that Disney gave her a list of things to worry about when she got cast as a black woman in the Kenobi show. Because, and what, there's 3 tweets that she posted that people were calling her the N-word. 3. But apparently everybody who hated Kenobi is a racist. Like, but we know that Disney does this. She literally said, Disney does this.
Yeah.
It's craziness. Craziness.
It is.
Let's get to the Leslye Headland quote herself of what she asked us.
I was not surprised by the cancellation, Headlamp said. I think I was surprised at the swiftness of it and the publicness of it. I was surprised by how it was handled, but once I was getting particular phone calls about the reaction and the criticism and the viewership, I felt like, okay, the writing's on the wall for sure. Darling, there was no writing. You don't write anything.
The writing was in the garbage.
There was no writing. You can't write for shit.
Well, no, there's the problem is the writing was on the wall, not in the script.
No, there was no right. Like, okay, that was a pretty good.
That was a good one. Yeah,
That was a good one.
I appreciate that one.
Thank you for breaking this uncomfortable tension, my dude. Headland went on to discuss the impact of Star Wars content creators on the Acolytes' performance and said Hollywood uses them almost like focus groups. Well, clearly you're listening to the wrong ones because one is, one particularly huge creator is like, this show is going to be dog shit. And would you look at that? He was right. The context that is being put out by the streamers or the studios is being snatched up by these other creators. And so commentaries, synopsises, live videos, all of the ways that these creators make money through viewer-based ad revenues and their Patreons. There's a lot of money to be made, she said, and that's the problem. She wants to make money, not a good story. She's on here because she doesn't give a fuck about Star Wars, its continuity, or anything.
No,
they're all just here because they want to make a dollar by selling people essentially just, for a lack of better term, slop.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
They just want to sell a slop and hope that we're just going to be like, yummy, yummy, give me more. And then they can just sit here and be like, we're the greatest writers in Star Wars since George Lucas.
Well, Corey, here's the thing. These people don't like the fans. They hate us, which is why they're doing this type of shit. That's why they are co-opting our fucking franchises that we grew up loving and just completely demolishing them because they're the exact people that used to make fun of us in middle school or elementary school or high school for loving the things that we love. And that is these people. These are the fucking asshole elites. And they literally, this dumb bitch had the fuck, and I will say that because fuck you, you Harvey Weinstein fucking motherfucker. This dumb cunt literally had the idea, thought it was a good one, to hire writers that had never seen Star Wars.
She's actually complaining about media coverage, though, and because media coverage is actually done in mass now. Like if you look at that last quote, that's all that means is she's upset that people are making money off of their ideas and criticizing. So she's trying to insinuate that there's a financial motive for people to tear down their work, or like she's just upset with the way.
She's upset that there's people like Star Wars Theory.
Yes.
Who saw the show and was like, guys, like, it's not a good show. I wouldn't watch it. I mean, I went through it and there's really no continuity. And she's upset because this guy's over here. He's essentially exactly what she wants to be, except he gives a shit. He's getting paid a fuck ton of money and he has the viewer base and he has the fans on his side. And he's like, The Acolyte was dog shit. I wouldn't watch it because I'm a Star Wars fan and I didn't like it. So everyone who's like, oh, I like Star Wars Theory, I like what he says and what he thinks, and I find myself agreeing with him more often than not, he's going to be right about The Acolyte. So I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, they just hate that. But the thing here is as well, like, specifically with Theory, I guess, right? He was like, even when the trailers were out, he was still saying like, come on, guys! Like, I think it could be good. I think it could be really good. Like, and like he was trying to be as positive as possible about it. Obviously, it just doesn't work. And it was shit. But he was trying to be as positive as possible in the beginning, and very quickly that did not stay.
No, it didn't.
I mean, at least he gave it a chance. It wasn't like he looked at it and went, "Fuck this shit."
I mean, to be fair, I looked at it and went, fuck this shit. And then I saw his reaction to it, and I'm like, I'm glad to know the Force is with me.
Well, I looked at it and I said content.
Yeah, but as someone who isn't, with my way of thinking of stuff versus your way of thinking of stuff is two different things. I'm looking at something like, am I going to enjoy this or not? And if I'm not going to enjoy it, then I'm not going to watch it.
I enjoy ripping them apart. Like, I'm having a blast right now ripping this shit apart. And like I personally, like, yes, I watch these shit shows so you guys don't have to, and then I review them, right? So it's like, did I expect to go to Alien Romulus and be like, it's going to be fucking good? No. I expected it to be shit. But if you expect it to be shit and it's a little bit better than shit, you're like, huh.
This is making me so almost, I don't know how to describe this.
Here's the thing.
It's not a good time.
No,
Straight up not having a good time.
Like, literally went into Rings of Power knowing it was going to be shit. Went into The Acolyte knowing it was going to be shit. But then you can be pleasantly surprised. If I went into Andor knowing it was going to be shit, which I did, I went into Andor and it wasn't. Like, that, pleasantly surprised. Color me impressed. You guys did something that was good.
So let's finish off her other quote. And by the way, have at it. Get your coin 100%.
That just
but
so
it reveals to me that there is a misunderstanding between the studios and that engagement. They think of it as fandom, but in ways it is. But studios use it almost like focus groups. That's the problem you don't understand, fucking headlamp. That is the fandom. You are not in the fandom. You are not a fan. You were brought on because you are a woman, and Disney cares about putting women in because of DEI. You have no... I hate to say it this way, because it's going to make it sound really fucking bad, but you have no place here. You have no purpose here. You are brought on because the Disney executives are like, DEI, we need.
Yep.
So that we can get fucking government whatever, if there is any government whatever. There's no mystery government MacGuffin for adding more women. They just added you because you hate Star Wars, you hate the fans, you are the enemy of Star Wars, and they put you in place because they had the money to buy it from George Lucas, and they want to kill it.
Yeah. And
that's
honestly,
the same. Disney is the EA of TV shows.
Or
Disney
movies.
will buy a successful license and then run it into the ground because they can't create anything good. If they go out and they buy stuff that's good and they kill it.
If you don't mind me interjecting really quick.
I'm so sorry. Am I crashing out?
No, not necessarily. I'm just going to say you're missing that a lot of these people are Marxists, and Marxists hate escapism because you can get away from their programming if you're allowed escapism. That's why we had that article we were talking about, I think it was last week, the whole reclaiming Tolkien for the left thing.
Oh my God.
They have to control these things. They have to try and like gain control of everything. You see it with anime too, and like make it theirs so that they're in control of the information that is going out.
Yes, with the guys and saying we're taking it back from the bad guys, when in reality you were never part of the fandom. You're a fucking tourist. And like, if I were to ask anybody on this panel right now, or anybody in the chat right now, what's your favorite Star Wars movie? You're gonna give me a fucking answer. You're not gonna say every Star Wars movie. You might
Attack
tell
of the Clones.
You might tell me, hey, I can't.
Hold up. Motherfucker, did you just say Attack of the Clones?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bold opinion.
Yeah, that is a crazy opinion. But anyway.
Do you want me to argue it?
But
I'm not going to argue it right now.
Okay,
but
hold on.
It's a crazy opinion. Like,
but here is my point, though. Hold on. Any Star Wars fan, anybody who can call themselves a Star Wars fan, you could have the answer immediately of, well, I love all of them. But you're then going to explain which one's your actual favorite. Like, even if you like the Disney sequel trilogy, even if you like all of it, right? You might just say, I love everything Star Wars. I'm just that, it's that easy for me. If there's a lightsaber boom boom or a pew pew laser gun, then I love it, right? So that is, like, you could have people like that. And those people will still tell you, yeah, but I like Revenge of the Sith the most because of the scene with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Or, hey, I like Empire a little bit more than all the other ones, but I love them all. Like, you're not just going to go, oh, no, I love all the Star Wars, and then leave it at that. Because that's how we all know that you're not a fucking fan.
Think of it in another way to explain it. Think of it like as in music, right? Like, be like, oh, I love, My Chemical Romance. All right, what's your favorite song? Oh, I just like all their music. You're not a fan.
Yeah. Pink Floyd.
My favorite band is Demon Hunter. What's your favorite song? All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I could tell you it's fucking I Am a Stone every single fucking time.
Hell yeah, baby.
I love Golden. Or I know it's not Demon. I don't think it's Demon Hunter, but I love fucking Soda Pop. No,
Anyway,
no, we're not talking about K-pop. Okay.
No.
The point being is that they are hiring people that are not fans of this shit specifically because they do not want to hire people that are fans of this shit because they know that those people that they hire that are fans of it are going to put a fucking line in the sand and not let them put their DEI bullshit or anything else into this fucking show. And you could write an amazing fucking Star Wars show that checks off every single one of those DEI boxes. But they won't.
I think this says something about IGN's audience.
I was about to say the exact same thing because it's like, would you watch a second season of The Acolyte? And 96.5% said they would, and it's just like, you guys just love your slop, don't you? I'm fighting off the use of another word, but you guys like your slop, don't you?
Honestly, do you think that there's a possibility that that's people fucking with them? Because there's been so many YouTubers I've seen that are like, please give us a second season because we just want to make content.
No, it's IGN's community. Like, it would be
IGN's
even worse.
Community is just the
I know.
slop connoisseurs, if you will.
If it was like Kotaku or something like that, it would be even worse, to be honest with you, because like they just cater to certain audiences, and
Kotaku's fucking terrible.
those people are retarded.
Oh, this statement makes me want to be.
They cater to
hang
all
on.
Tassie
This statement's gonna make
Yeah.
me vomit. The context being made about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful than the actual Star Wars. I am a Star Wars fan, which means I have always been. Since the launch of YouTube, part of the Star Wars recap / criticism / lionism fandom community, Headland explained. These guys I've known for years and years, so when I got the information from others about what the weather report was, there was this real concern from friends of mine or coworkers of mine that saddened me. I also was like, I know who these guys are. Don't have to tell me who's talking about it or how bad it is online. I know exactly who they are. I support them on Patreon.
All right. So that is a very specific person. That's Star Wars Theory.
Yes, it is.
That is Star Wars Theory, and it could all, because he's the only one that has a Patreon like that. It could also be that she knows. She's definitely talking about like G&G, Nerdrotic, Drinker. She's referring to all these people.
Yes.
But when she's saying I support them on Patreon, it's because she won't say I support him on Patreon.
Yes,
she
has to say them because if she says him,
she probably supports him on Patreon so that she can get extra content that she can fucking research because she doesn't know jack shit about Star Wars.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. And his Patreon's $2 Shut the fuck up. Support him. Like that money is anything to you. Like that means anything.
Fucking, this hurts my stomach to read. I'm sorry. There are some of them that I respect, and there are some of them that I think are absolute snake oil salesmen.
Ryan
Kettle.
She'd be referring to Kettle there,
just
probably,
opportunists.
because she doesn't like them.
She doesn't like them because she thinks they're her.
Well, she doesn't like them because they're correct. Like
Yes.
when they're talking about snake oil salesmen, they'll be like, they literally will. They have said that about people from like G&G or Drinker or Neurotic or like, you know, Ryan and Muffler, or I'm not Muffler, fucking Mauler.
Yeah, Muffler, you fucking snake oil salesman.
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
He is a snake oil salesman with his fucking trash isekai picks.
Bro,
But anyway,
another day.
we know, like, you can
I'm
just
fucking with you.
Like, you know what, Leslye, just name names, man, because we know who you're talking about already. Like, just go ahead, name names.
Just say
Let's
who.
make this culture war. Let's make this culture war fucking legit. All right, if you guys are
Look,
gonna,
sweetheart, there's not much to get off your chest, so you might as well get this list of people you don't like off of
right.
it.
So here's the thing. I'll sit here all day telling you I fucking can't stand you. Have the balls.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit grifter that hates everything that's about Star Wars, and you're literally here to make a buck and be part of the DEI hiring team. You're a piece of shit. Get out of this medium.
Don't you know that we're the grifters, though?
I'll kill you.
Apparently, we're the grifters.
I'll kill you.
Silence! I kill you.
Yes.
Ahmed.
But no, like, where is it? Then of course there are. Fucking love this. It's a playbook, bro. They have to have a playbook. It must come with the fucking communist like Kool-Aid. Call everyone who disagrees with you fascists and racists.
Yeah.
They have no other legs to stand on other than
Hey guys,
the
that's
people that
us.
disagree.
That's
that are
us.
fascists and racists. Then of
We're not
course
in
there are the
Discord, but I would have
fascists and
pressed. I would have
racists.
pressed the button. I would
Yeah.
have
Oh my
pressed
god!
the
Yeah,
button.
The
button.
German march.
What you're talking about? Like she's talking about us.
It is just one thing or the other. So I think that if you are in part of the fandom, you understand the genre and the tone of particular channels and creators. So in some way, I wasn't surprised. In other ways, I was disappointed. I think you always do that when you create something. It's just that Star Wars is on a massive level of visibility. Look, if you're just saying you want to write Star Wars fan fiction, darling, you can do that. You can go on r/Star Wars and leave your fucking thirst trap fucking...
Dude, there's tons of people that do it. And
yeah, you can
do
go
it
on there and be like, and then Luke Skywalker, he fucking jorked it because I asked him to, and he's like, don't worry, Headlamp, your forehead's not massive.
Why do you sound like? Why did he almost sound like fucking Rick?
He entered me roughly.
Dude, he almost
God.
sounded like Rick. Or he's like, Luke Skywalker, he fucking jerked it, Morty. He jerked it.
Morty,
Luke
we need to go jerk off
Skywalker's-
Luke Skywalker. Come
Going
on.
to Bendigo because Luke stays jerking it, Morty. Get in the fucking car. Get in the
Dude,
car,
Morty, we gotta get the fucking diesel for me generator so I can do Jerkmate Duo to Luke
Give me
Skywalker,
fucking
Morty.
petrol. Fuck you.
I'm gonna finally out jerk
It's
Luke
Jerkmate
Skywalker,
Duos,
Morty.
Morty. I'm gonna get the streamer to say my name.
Palpatine's a Palpatine's a bureaucrat, Morty. I don't respect him.
That was another
Palpatine
story
is
that
a
died
bureaucrat,
as well,
too.
I know.
Unfortunate.
Look, Headlamp, if all you wanted to do was write Star Wars fan fiction and make lesbianism like the fucking reason Anakin exists, by all means, go to r/Twitter. Just don't go to Disney and get like, unfortunately, the official Star Wars brand and be like, actually, the idea of Force Rise the Adventures, making life with the Star Wars, and just be like, no, please don't do that.
$180 million.
Look, if this is some elaborate plan to bankrupt Disney,
This is more money was given to this show than the Obi-Wan Kenobi show with Hayden Christensen and Ewan fucking McGregor in it.
It could be what do you call it, like money funneling and stuff like that.
Dude, I think
money
laundering. Yeah,
laundering?
it could be laundering. To be honest,
I think it's total money laundering. I think it has to be. Just same thing with Rings of Power, because there's no way $5 billion went in that shit. Corey,
it's tax fraud.
Yeah.
What's up?
Why do you think they're all going to the UK? Because they don't have to show their taxes there.
Well, no, they do have to show their taxes there.
Oh, no, they do. What's the fucking? There's a reason.
That's one of the reasons why we're able to get the information to begin with. Like, it's if it was in like Georgia or whatever, we wouldn't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, it's the opposite. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're true.
Corey, have you seen any of the press interviews for The Acolyte before it came out?
No, and I don't fucking want to.
Okay, so is this the gayest Star Wars ever? Is a legitimate question that was asked, and she said yes. She also said that she believes that R2-D2 and C-3PO are lesbians.
I'm gonna go lie on the floor for a few minutes.
Well, she said they're droids, so they're not canonically male, except for the fact that they're referred to canonically as male.
I was about to say, don't they refer to each other as he at multiple instances?
Yes. Also, shut him off or shut him up or shut him down when talking about C-3PO.
And it's also like
when talking about R2-D2 and Revenge of the Sith. Hey, no Miss Wire jokes. He's trying.
I have to go lay down. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. I need floor time.
Is this the gayest Star Wars ever? Probably. Yeah. Actually,
that might be my 13th reason right there.
It actually is the gayest.
Oh man, I wanted to be your 13th reason.
No, you're 1-12.
Well,
I'm so glad I haven't watched that show.
I never had to. Thank God.
Floor
I
time.
did have to watch Euphoria, but I watched that with my ex. But you know what? It was worth it because Sydney Sweeney's tits are in it. So
I was gonna say, I'm like, yeah, you got some benefit out of it.
Yeah, I get a little bit of benefit out of that one. But the other thing that happened in these press junkets was you had not only at Star Wars Celebration, fucking Mother Anna Sayers, the chick that was just in Tron as well, which, fucking I just couldn't stand that. That movie is so fucking hard. It's terrible, but also it was even worse for me because every time I looked at her, I couldn't not think of The Acolyte. And I was like, I hate this. Like, I will hate anything that she is in from this point on because it will remind me of The Acolyte. And that brings it back to maybe you shouldn't associate your face with this bullshit. And
wasn't that my original point? Like,
yes,
an hour ago.
Yes, and she was out there literally on the stage saying, "Yeah, Star Wars is so patriarchal, and this is a story about women." And like, it's
wait. Wasn't the main character of all 6 movies, or the first 2 movies, Leia?
Yes, and also, Princess Leia, Mon Mothma. Let's just go down the list.
Aayla Secura,
Queen Amidala.
Obviously Slay Queen.
Let's see. What else do we have?
Ahsoka, Aayla Secura,
Ventress,
Darth Talon.
And if you did any part of research, any little bit,
Bastila,
Zana, Bastila. If you did any, fucking Treya. If you did any type of research into the EU, You would know that Star Wars is
Matrix
not
Uric.
real. But these are also the same people that sit
wanna
there
keep
and
going?
go, well, no. The one guy literally says confident as fuck. Confident as fuck in the one interview. He goes, well, yeah, I mean, like, the light side and the dark side, it's like, who can, like, who could really say who's right and wrong? Like, Anakin blew up the Death Star, and, like, was he wrong for that? I'm like, Anakin blew up the Death Star.
Anakin blew up the Death Star? I was going to correct you and say, do you mean Luke?
No,
But
he
no,
says-
I remember you were talking about this guy in an interview. It's like, no, he's probably just the guy.
Yeah, that's what the guy
Anakin blew
said.
up the Death
That's
Star.
literally,
That's
what the guy said. He goes, well, who could? So they're. All right, I'm pretty sure most people.
It's really ironic that they would criticize Luke for destroying the Death Star when they themselves would be perfectly fine with executing anyone even tangentially involved with a fascist regime like the Empire.
Yes.
But don't worry, guys. They knew who the fascists are because they went to college.
Hey, man, you don't need a license to drive a sandwich. You know what I'm talking about? You get it.
Yeah, the
Sure.
SpongeBob movie.
Yes, but what I mean is you don't need a brain to walk around. You
They're
don't
the
need
kind of people to walk around and pick up chromosomes like change off the ground.
This is just and these are the people that they hire for the greatest cinematic intellectual property ever created. Like, I don't understand it, and there is no other explanation other than the fact that they want to destroy it.
Here's my question. If obviously I already know the answer, Disney doesn't like Star Wars, they want to kill it. But if Disney was like, we want to make money, how can we make the most money with Star Wars? Would you not then go and be like, I want, to hire some of the biggest YouTubers or creators on the internet that know everything about Star Wars? Kind of like how Dave Filoni, anything that Dave Filoni makes is the reason people have Disney subscriptions. The only reason I kept my Disney Plus subscription after episode 7 was because like Dave Filoni made shit. I kind of forgot about it till episode 9 came out, and then Dave Filoni. But the point still stands.
Disney
Dave
Plus-
Filoni made shit. And,
Disney Plus wasn't around until 2019.
oh shit.
Yep, right before the pandemic. Imagine that.
It launched with The Mandalorian, and then the next year it got the Clone Wars season 7.
Okay, well
Dave
then it was
Filoni
just
is trash.
okay. I wouldn't go that far because Dave Filoni compared to this monstrosity is really fucking good.
Who do you
Yes,
think signed off on it, bro?
I was gonna say he literally worked on this, dude. He's a producer on this show. He worked directly with Leslye Headland, and in one of the interviews, Leslye Headland is talking about how great it was working with Dave and how close they worked on the show.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, it literally all needs to be burned to the ground on that, man. Like, it's completely infected every aspect.
Yes, everything in Lucasfilm is fucked, except for Tony
Oh, do you
Gilroy.
guys see
Somehow, this one writer just came in here who wasn't even a massive Star Wars fan. Somehow he came in here, did his fucking research, and wanted to create a story within Star Wars. He comes in, they're like, yeah, this is a derivative of a derivative of a derivative character with a derivative story. Let's just let him do whatever the fuck he wants with it.
So-
Not expecting it to be good, right? And then it comes out, and all the like, how mad must Disney be that comes out, and it's a show that's not about Kenobi or Anakin. It's not about Ahsoka. It's not about Boba Fett. It's not about the Mandalorian and Grogu. And it's definitely not about Darth Plagueis and the Sith Lords, which on paper, all of those should be the top ones, right? No, it's this random knockoff fucking Han Solo guy. Like, they must be so fucking angry that that's the one that's good. Like, like, that must be so frustrating for these fucks.
And you want to hear something really funny? there was an interview with Sam. What's his name? Sam something. He's the
Sam
voice
Neill?
actor for Starkiller.
Oh, Sam Witwer.
Yeah, thank you, Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer was like
He is
doing
a
this.
but he's
This
a cool
he was the voice of the dark side of the Force for the Clone Wars. He's also Palpatine in the Force Unleashed.
He is Palpatine in the Force Unleashed, and he's
Um,
Palpatine in Rebels as well.
Yeah, but that. What I'm getting at is he was doing a scene where the dark side was showing him what life could have been if he chose the dark side, and it was like Shmi with Shmi. Anakin's like, Mom, I want to meet you. I want to introduce you to someone. This is Padme. She's gonna like be my wife. And then it's like this really emotional scene, and they get it done, and Sam is like raises his hand and goes like, "Hey, we can't use that." And they're like, "What are you talking about? Why can't we use it? It was a good take." And he's like, "No, Shmi already met fucking Obi-Wan and Padme. They had dinner together."
Qui-Gon and Padme. Shmi never met Obi-Wan.
I thought it was Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Padme all there.
Yeah, Obi-Wan never leaves the Nabooian ship.
Oh, you're right.
He's there the entire time, keeping tabs on the what's going on in the galaxy.
And he's also relaying information.
Yes.
He's keeping the council updated. You're right. You're totally
Yes.
right. And he's like, we have to do that again. And she's like, what? He's like, what line? It's just like, because they already met. Shmi met Padme. Because it's also...
Got along with her quite well.
And if you remember, who bought Padme from... Or who bought Shmi from Guado? Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru.
Well, no, not Uncle.
No, hang on. Let me correct myself. It was Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru's father fell in love with Shmi, right?
Well, Klieg Lars, like, is the dad, and he's a single dad.
Yeah, and he met Shmi, fell in love with her, and bought her.
Yep, and then freed her, and she was the mother to his kid, who's Owen, and then Owen has a girlfriend named Beru. And that's, yeah. And by the way, they don't get enough love. Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru are the fucking goats.
You know who doesn't get enough love for being like the protective aunt and uncle who are chosen by like the parents to defend their kids if they were to die? The Dudleys.
Yes, true.
The Dudleys deserve so much more love than what they get.
Well, because they end up realizing, like, they know how, like,
they knew how important Harry was.
Yes, in the book, Harry realizes it as well, and he realizes why they were so, like, they were trying to suppress the fuck out of him purposely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and Dudley never knew that. Dudley figures it out later, but Harry also figures it out later in the beginning of the Deathly Hallows when they're leaving, which I think is one deleted scene from that is the next worst deleted scene next to Saruman's death in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. The deleted scene is literally like Dudley, they're like, all right, time to leave. And Dudley's like, what about Harry?
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know why they're leaving. He doesn't know what's going on. And then they explain everything to him. And
they don't.
No, Harry does.
Harry doesn't explain it in the movies.
No. That's what I'm saying. In the book. But there is a deleted scene.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the deleted scene where they're like, we have to leave. Harry just doesn't want to go. And he's like, yeah, I'm just a waste of space, right, man? And then Dudley makes the like physical walk. Yeah. He walks over and it's just like, you're not a waste of space.
I never thought you were a waste of space. Yeah.
And then it's just like, Dudley, my boy.
Well, in the book, it's completely different too. Yeah. Well, ever since Harry saved him from the Dementor in, Order of the Phoenix, like Dudley realized at that point. Because even in the beginning of Order of the Phoenix, when Dudley and his little gang of cronies are like fucking with Harry, when Harry pulls the wand out, they all start laughing, but Dudley's fucking scared. Because
you see it in the movie when he pulls the wand out, his friends are giggling, and Dudley's like, "Oh fuck, he just pulled out the 9."
Yeah, dude, like I could die. He could kill all of us, right? He could turn us all into fucking ferrets right
It's
now.
like, guys, stop fucking around. The witch is gonna turn you into a frog.
Yeah, literally. Like,
And like the thing is, Dudley would have totally done it if he also didn't know if Dudley knew about magic, he also knew about the rules.
well, he knew about magic from the very first movie because of the glass when he falls into the snake cage.
Yes, but what I'm getting at is by the time Harry pulls out the wand, Harry would have already explained that he's not allowed to perform magic
Yes,
outside of school. And then he also probably explained how important a wand is to a wizard, which is why he probably, like, you know, if Dudley didn't know how important the wand is, he would have just, like, grabbed it, snapped it, and just like, look, it's a stick, without knowing how expensive wands are.
And here's the other thing. So we have Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon.
Yes.
And Vernon, I actually feel for Vernon because it's like he's just a fucking dude.
He's just a normal guy.
He just gets put into this fucking family accidentally. Like he's probably like, oh yeah, my wife has an estranged sister, and like, you know, they don't really talk. Something happened in the past, but like I'm a good father, I'm a good husband, I'm a businessman. You know, I make money, I provide for my family. Oh, this little orphan shows up, and then your wife explains to you all this crazy shit about magic, wizards, and all this other shit, and now that there's a dark lord that wants this kid fucking like, yeah, he might be a little bit perturbed of that. Like, he has no relation. They are good enough people that they don't throw a baby out of the fucking street. Like,
yeah, and it's also like, think of it this way. He does, like, as much as he knows, I don't know if it was common knowledge at that point, but like, when like you marry this woman, you know, she's everything and, you know, all that and shit, and then she's like, yeah, I do have this one sister, she's married and I don't really like her, and, you know, she was always the favorite, couldn't do anything wrong, and it's like, okay, that's pretty normal, you know.
yeah, that's understandable.
My friend, I have a friend who's like, oh yeah, my sister can't do no wrong, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, and we all have friends like that.
Yeah, and then one day it just comes to you with a letter saying, Lily and James, like, this is a Harry. This is your nephew-in-law. His parents were killed by essentially Mecha Hitler, and somehow this, you know, 2 to 8 month old baby managed to kill the man who killed his parents. An infant killed a fully grown man that killed 2 fully grown adults.
Also, we can't forget the fact that he gets dropped off by a fucking wizard.
He also gets dropped off, and nobody saw who dropped him off.
Yes.
He's just kind of there.
He's just there, yeah.
I think
she
Vernon
but
needs
Petunia,
a fucking pat on the back.
Petunia would know.
Oh, absolutely. Petunia absolutely would fucking know.
You think Petunia, I don't know. I'd have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure Petunia knew that Lily and James were involved with the Order of the Phoenix and were involved in a war, and that she was worried. Like, she kept saying they're going to get themselves killed. She said that her sister was stupid. She got herself killed.
So, point of order, how did you switch from Star Wars to talking about
Harry Potter like
this?
All I said was how Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru were fucking goated for taking care of Luke and all that and protecting him. And then I said Roland said something about they deserve more love than they got. And I said, you know who else deserves more love than they got?
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. That's fine. They still treated him like shit, but they did what an adult should do, which is technically protect the child. Okay.
Yes.
Imagine that, right? A society where you may not treat them well, but you still make sure they're safe. Okay. Well, but, you know, we respect children and stuff, right?
They pay for his school. They take care of him. But here's the thing: Petunia wants to suppress him as much as possible because she doesn't want him to end up like Lily, and it just comes out in a really fucked up way. And like Vernon's just there. Like I guess this is how
that, and also I think another thing we have to take into consideration is she met James.
Yeah, she knew James.
She knew James. She knew James came from a wealthy family and was fucking arrogant.
Yeah.
And so, like in the if I'm right,
also
correct, I'm sure there's a point in the books where Lily and James meet Petunia and the uncle. I forget his name.
Vernon.
Petunia and Vernon meet James and Lily, and doesn't like Vernon say, "Oh, what do you drive?"
Yeah, something like that.
And James is like, "Oh, I have this broom."
Yeah, he's like, I don't.
And he doesn't get it.
And also, she knows Snape. Petunia also knows Snape.
And it's just like they met Lily and James. They know his father, and the father's arrogant. So it's just like if they were to be like, "Oh yeah, you're Harry Potter. You're the boy who lived. You have this family wealth in a bank we can't access.
Yep.
You have all this shit." Harry would have just like Harry's already pretty much an arrogant asshole.
He is an arrogant kid in the books. Yeah, like he's an asshole a lot. Like especially in Half-Blood Prince. Like he's a dick for most of that fucking book.
And it's like even in the movie you can see him being an asshole, especially when he goes up to Snape.
Yeah,
like
he's
up until that point, Snape was like a disciplined teacher, and that was it. Snape was a very good disciplinarian. But other than that, he didn't penalize Harry because he knew his mom. He didn't reward Harry like everyone else does because he felt like that wasn't the right thing to do. He did what he thought was right to be a good teacher to Harry.
Well,
and then Harry's just like, I learned about this spell that I could use on people and it fucking hurts. Let me use it on Snape. Let me lash out at the only face I know, a teacher who, I'm pretty sure at that point, a movie ago, was trying to teach him how to block out Voldemort's attempts to get into his mind.
Oh, you're talking about Sectum Sempra when he tries to use it on him at the end?
Yeah.
Half-Blood Prince. Yep, and then he's like, you use my own spell against me?
Yeah, like, granted, Harry doesn't know that Snape made that spell, but like, it was earlier that movie, if not the movie prior.
I wish Maddie was
where
in here
Snape
right
was just like, "Oh, Harry, I need to teach you how to protect your mind from the Dark Lord's influence. Otherwise, you might become a puppet, or the Dark Lord's just going to shatter your mind and take over your body."
Accuracy, and he does it. Because remember, fucking Snape is getting into his mind, and then he reverses it on Snape because Snape's like, "My father didn't, or your father strutted around and all this other stuff." He goes, "My father did not strut," and he like reverses it. And Snape, like, he sees all this shit, and he sees that his dad was a fucking dickhead to Snape. And Snape's like, I'm not doing this shit with you anymore, basically. He gets pissed off, and they leave.
Both of them are right, though. Like, yes. They both treat each other like shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
okay,
when it comes to Half-Blood Prince, and Harry learns Sectum Sempra, everything changes. Because then, when he realizes stuff in Deathly Hallows, he realizes that Snape's been protecting him this entire fucking time.
Yes.
But Snape isn't doing it out of love for Harry. He's doing it out of love for Lily.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Lily's progeny. He does not actually... So, like, the movie does it a little bit different than the book. Like, Snape doesn't care about James or Harry when he asks, like, Dumbledore to help them. He's like, help her. Just help her. Like, I don't care about James. I don't care about the kid. Help Lily. That's what he wants. And whenever he looks at Harry, he sees James, but with Lily's eyes, and it pisses him off.
And it's also like he sees Well, no, he sees James. He only sees James in Harry, and that's why he's so mean to Harry.
Which is why it's important in Deathly Hallows when he says you have your mother's eyes.
Exactly.
So that's some good storytelling.
Yep. Let's get back to the shit one.
Yeah.
Headlamp also touched on her now dashed hopes for season 2, saying it could have been worth it to allow the audience to see. Fuck! I can't read to save my life. It could have been worth it to allow the audience it was meant for to find it.
Okay, the audience it was meant for didn't fucking watch it. They just
The audience it was meant for also doesn't fucking exist.
No, there is an audience. People did watch it. I mean, you have 2 friends that liked it. The problem is, Star Wars fans are a little bit smarter than what you guys give them credit for.
Unfortunately, she sounds resigned to defeat on the Acolyte, and Disney has made no indication of reversing its decision to cancel the show.
Yeah, they're not going
But
to.
that wasn't up to me, she continued. So I fully respect the decision, even if I'm sad about it. Last month, Headlamp confirmed the Acolyte would have gone on to feature a connection between the Stranger and the villain Kylo Ren. Headlamp said the Acolyte was central villain. Kamar, also known as a Stranger, would have eventually started.
All right, hold on. Chimera, that actor would have been so good if you gave him a fucking script. He's the only one that actually fucking does work in that show.
Would have started
him and the guy from Squid Game. You give them a good script, they would have been fucking set. They would have been great as a villain and a hero. But he should have been the Acolyte. Chimera should have been the main character. That's the problem. He wasn't.
Started the Knights of Ren, the cult the young Kylo Ren joined following his departure from the Jedi. Indeed, the Acolyte would have confirmed the Stranger was the first Knight of Ren. I thought the Knight of Ren was a cult that worshipped Kylo Ren.
No, Kylo is a name that you're given, apparently. So it's like, no, there's this guy named Ren. That's it. He's just named Ren. And he just creates this group of people. And they all just run around trying to find Sith shit. And they're just like Sith wannabes. Some of them don't even have the Force. And then when Kylo defeats Ren in battle, he becomes Kylo Ren.
Okay. You guys want to read some of these comments left?
Yeah, I fucking do, actually.
Okay. I just don't understand why they keep putting the fate of some of the biggest franchises that were created by geniuses in the hands of liberal arts directors who couldn't manage a high school play. I think it's the too big to fail mentality. They get to the point where they just assume anything with the insert franchise name attached will automatically do gangbusters regardless of who's allowed to helm the project or how badly it is butchered established lores and themes.
Good. That's a good comment. Now that guy is never going to be allowed to comment on an IGN video ever again. Or IGN article. They're going to block him.
IGN is going to terminate his account and then find where he lives and shit in his mailbox.
Well, dude, here's the funniest thing. I mean, these companies do that because we proved it with the Rings of Power. Roman got a warning from Amazon because of his comment, which was very fair. He actually gave Rings of Power a 3 out of 10. But he did review it. He was like, because I have to give it its merits where they're due, right? And he left this full-on comment, And then he got an email from Amazon saying that if he leaves another hateful comment, then his account will be terminated and he won't be able to have Prime anymore. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, this was like constructive criticism. It wasn't even like, fuck this show, all this other shit. It was just the slightest bad comment.
Don't worry. The same thing happens in the anime industry too, because we deal with the fact that like Crunchyroll like stopped comments and stuff. So like there was lively discourse on their platform, and just because there was some controversial anime that came out where people had some concerns, they completely shut down comments right after that. So yeah.
Yes, this is
Turns
true.
up,
This
is that child legally
I,
able to be in this situation without it being considered child abuse?
So Roman and I actually tested it because of Az saying that. We were like, oh, well, let's see. So Roman, like, while we were streaming, I think it was while we were streaming or the day before we were streaming, he leaves a comment, like, wrote it out all nice, figured out what he was going to say. Not mean, not evil, just exactly what he thought of the show. Got the email immediately. No negative, guys. You can't be negative. And if you look up Rings of Power right now and you go to its ratings, there is not one under 6. It's crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. Put me in a room.
Stop.
Rats make me crazy. I think a rubber room with crabs would be crazier, though.
I will boil you alive.
I'm not a crab. You are.
Fuck.
Oh, how the turntables.
It's not good, but that was the first thing that came to mind, too.
As the turntables.
I need more beer for this.
The show is just more sludge from the Disney waste pipe, in the same vein as Book of Boba Fett and Kenobi. At this point, I don't know if anyone can recapture the magic of OT. It was a unique mix of whimsy, sci-fi, and fantasy that appealed to all age demographics and both genders.
Yep.
I just wish Disney would allow the franchise to rest for a few years and allow anticipation to build for a fresh new vision instead of this corporate mandated content.
I think they should just give it to the Japanese.
I think we should
I'm not even kidding. Just make Star Wars anime for a while and then or not even anime, just make Star Wars animated shit. Just continue to do animated shit. It doesn't all have to be canon. It doesn't have to be whatever. You can still make your money. Just let the live action shit fucking rest for a while. But Dave Filoni can't stop jerking his fucking bird to Ahsoka, so that's gonna fucking come out.
I mean, can you blame him?
Die for the 4th time and then come back again. So
can you blame him
like that?
Yes, I can, because Rosario Dawson is not that hot as Ahsoka, in my opinion.
I'm talking about
not anymore. She used to be hot, but
she used to be hot. She's not now. Fucking Ayla Secura over. No, Shock T, bro. Shock T is hotter than Ahsoka. Get the fuck out of here. I'm like a couple years younger than Ahsoka would be, so I can say that.
I think the last good role that she was in was maybe because wasn't Rosario Dawson the night nurse, right?
Yeah.
In Daredevil, yeah, that was probably one of the last roles.
Great in Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's also in Clerks too. But
yeah. Obviously, Clerks 2 is pretty awesome. So.
Clerks 2 is fucking crazy. By the way, the new Smiling Friends episode came out, and they make Clerks references. It's fucking ridiculous. But no, so Corey, to answer your question, Ahsoka in Rebels is hot as fuck. They ruined her in the Ahsoka show because
no, that's okay. I was referring to the Rebels.
So they say, quote unquote, we could not make her look exactly like she does in Rebels because of the prosthetics. And I'm like, oh, but you did it with Shock T in the prequels. So what do you mean? What do you mean you literally you can't make that fucking what are they called? Fucking Montrals I mean, you can't make the Montrals legit. They do. There's deleted scene of Shakti getting killed by 2 deleted scenes of Shakti getting killed. One by Grievous and one by Anakin, where she looks fine. Shakti's hotter though. I've played Force Unleashed 1. Dude, that was instantaneous. I was like 7 years old. I was like, "Yep, I'm straight." Make sure. I guess I'm into aliens now too.
You're a xenophile.
Hey, man, I draw the line at face doesn't look human. So, like, Chiss, Mary Allen's, Togrutas, Twi'leks. Yeah,
Dude,
that's cool.
It's fine, man.
I draw
I'm
the
the
line when you
president
get into Rodians.
I'm the president of the Goonian, and I approve of your ability to goon to aliens like that. But I'm just saying the Mass Effect aliens, a lot of them were hotter. Okay.
Oh,
Just
dude,
saying.
yeah. No, there fucking what's her name is definitely hot. The chick with the blue chick. I've seen her back when Kick was not a streaming app to the young people here that don't remember Kick being an actual app that was spelled differently and was just for messaging people. There used to be a lot of Rule 34 in those group chats.
Tali Sora is best girl, and I will not accept any slander from you, sir.
Is Tali the one that has the mask? You never see her face, or the other one?
Yes, she is.
Tali's dope. I don't disagree with you. I think she's dope.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, just go look at Ronnie's video where I explain who gives the best head.
God bless America, I swear. But yeah.
Which Star Wars race would give the best head, arguably? Corey, who do you think, which Star Wars race would give the best head?
Demonetized.
Oh, that happened a long time ago.
Is this a genuine question?
Yeah, legitimate. Now I actually want to know because it was a joke question, but now I want to know because size Snoodles doesn't count. Because fuck that thing. That thing's like a weird frog. I hate it.
Who I think would give
What a
the best
fucking
head?
statement.
Probably a Mon Calamari.
I'm gonna get beer. I'll be back. I'll
dude,
back
no.
on if you're streaming, okay?
So a Nautilin is like as far as I would go.
Crazy bastards.
I'm just saying, I think a Mon Calamari would probably give the best sloppy because they're defaultly moist.
So are Nautilins.
So are Nautilins, but I don't want to stick my dick in a Nautilin.
Why?
I forget what a Nautilin looks like, and I keep thinking of the fucking Quesh.
Kit Fisto, bro.
Oh yeah, I'd probably fuck a Nautilin.
Yeah, I'd totally fucking Nautilin, dude. They look at how many things you can hold on to. Look at the fucking head.
Yeah, dude.
You ever seen that picture of the hot Nautilin chick? There's like a female version of a Jedi that's a Nautilin. She's hot as fuck that I saw, and I was like, yeah, would.
I think I'd rather just
Twi'lek every day.
I think I'd rather, I don't know, either a Togruta or a Twi'lek.
Yeah, every day.
Maybe a Zabrak. Probably a Zabrak too.
A Chiss would be fucking dope.
A Chiss would be good.
She could see through walls.
I'm not gonna lie. If an Nautilin was just like, yo, what it do? I'd be like, I don't know, I want to find out.
Facts. Christina's listening to this, just like what?
Christina's just like getting a gun ready.
She's like, okay, so he likes to fuck aliens. Let me go get some paint.
Yeah, let me go get some blue. Let me hang on. Corey, can you spell out Twi'lek real quick? Corey, how do you spell that one alien you were just talking about? What do you mean? The one thing. What a Twi'lek? Yeah, how do you spell that? Why?
Wait. She does cosplay, so she definitely could.
I mean,
that Twi'lek outfit.
I mean,
all right, Muffler.
So anyway, more of these comments.
Conversation.
Oh, here's a good one. Grifters and rage baiters.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
Is this one in favor of the Acolyte? God damn it!
This one's in favor of the Acolyte, and of course, it has a BLM as its profile pic. Look at that.
Oh my
fucking-
god! So this person is just pointless. If you have a BLM,
I don't know if that's BLM. I don't know what that fist represents, but I don't really give a shit.
It's Africa.
Oh well. Look, if it mattered,
This
then I
is
would have known what it
Africa.
was.
Wait, guys, hold on. We have something for this. Give me a second. It's here it is.
No, that gives Africa too much good karma.
Hey, Africa gave us Egypt, and Egypt is sick.
Eh.
What do you mean?
The only good thing coming out of Africa right now is the cobalt slave labor.
Well, I was gonna say history, but
Mm.
technically speaking, we came out of Africa.
I know. Anyway,
Shit, I forgot about Mr.
Richter's-
Lieber's class. Do you remember that shit, dude?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Wait, what'd she say?
I said shit. I forgot about Mr. Lieber's class, 6th grade, where you dress up, and he was dressed as a fucking Egyptian for like a month. We did
No,
Damn, Corey. I
I repress like 99% of my
Wait,
existence.
Did you have Mr. Hunt, the science
I
teacher?
don't remember, Roland. That
Dude,
was
did you
over a decade ago, and I hated my time at school, so I
Holy shit! You
purposely
just made me
forgot
feel-
everything,
You
dude.
just made
Like
me feel really fucking old.
I hated the if I can't say that. I shouldn't say that.
Don't say where it was. Don't do that.
No, it wasn't that. It was
Don't
something.
dox yourself like Roman.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something that's not very cash money. Anyway,
was
grifters
like,
and
yes.
rage tubers trying to convince you this show is an abomination. Aside, season 1 was definitely rocky, but I was intrigued to see where the story and characters were going, and would have watched and hoped season 2 would have been improvement. The characters weren't going anywhere.
Yo, can we all agree? I think we can. Keira Knightley is also in The Phantom Menace. Egypt is not sub-Saharan. Yeah, I know. I didn't say it was. We came out of Mesopotamia. Yeah, I know.
And then the comment that someone left underneath that was the power of many scene made me do a backflip out of my 5th-story window to escape
Wait,
the
the
amount
pow-
of
wait, the
cringe
power of
oozing out of
what?
my TV.
The power of what? Hold on.
The power of many scene. You
Oh
know
my
the
God,
the
yes.
the mega
power
clam
of
slam.
many.
Yeah.
Fucking god damn it! I forgot that existed.
You're welcome.
Yo,
The greatest OST of all time. The power of one. The power of two. The power of many.
And it's just a ton of ugly lesbians just screaming at the fucking a hole in the ground.
And then they just like, what do? Is that like the scene where they just like force?
Fucking masculine urge to chug the rest of this bottle of meat.
Oh, wait. Does
Dude,
that mean
that's
the
also-
lesbian? Wait, hang on, guys. Does that mean the lesbian space witches were actually Sith, and then therefore they're the bad guys?
No, because they interpret the Force in a different way, even though they are a cult of only women who have somehow created these 2 children that they want to turn into basically super weapons. And yeah, they couldn't even make them hot lesbians. How do you fuck that up? You don't even have a Twilight there. What the fuck?
But here's my thought. So
No, but they are evil because they're a cult that is filling these 2 children's minds with evil intent. Yes.
all right, hang on, hear me out. There's 2 ways.
Okay, what the fuck is the thing?
The way we differentiate the Sith from the Jedi is that the Jedi are like, yay, help people, and then the Sith, grr, hurt people. Very basic, smooth mind understanding. Big
Yes.
brain, wrinkle mind way of understanding it is that the Sith use the Force like a slave. The Sith
Yes.
use their power in the Force to manipulate the Force and use the Force to their own whims.
Well, yeah.
The Jedi, however, treat the Force like a friend and an ally. and they more ask the Force for help. That's
Yes.
why if they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna die in this fight," that's fine because I get to hang out with the Force, my best buddy, for the rest of time.
Yeah.
Like the
Jedi are
Sith are like,
if you
"Hey
were to
Force, you're gonna
Force-
do what I say," and the Jedi are like, "Hey Force, help me out here." So therefore, they're Sith. Therefore, they're bad. Therefore, ethnic cleansing.
Well, here's the other thing. The show portrays the Jedi as being the bad guys, and it's
That
like,
is some intense biological determinism you just had there.
yeah, that was crazy.
Me?
But,
Sorry.
no, so the show actually, like, it's trying to make you think the Jedi are the bad guys, and it's like nobody did anything wrong. Like, you literally, they show up there because they see these two kids that are in a cult, and they're like, that's probably not good. Also, those two kids are Force sensitive. That could be a problem if those two kids grow up with cult mentality and have the Force and happen to be strong. Oh, let me test their blood. Oh, fuck. They have a lot of midichlorians. Yeah. We should probably fucking take these kids from this cult. And then the cult tries to fucking kill them when they ask the children, they ask them, do you want to come with us? And one of them says yes. Then the cult fucking attacks them. What did the Jedi do wrong? What the fuck did they do wrong? They didn't even go there and like steal the kids. They went and asked. They literally walked up to the cult and said, hey, we're going to ask the kids if they want to go.
Hey, yo, I see you guys are on this dangerous, isolated planet away from everyone.
Yes.
And you've got two like kids here who don't seem to be related to anyone. Do you mind if we, like take them and like train them to use their powers and everything so they don't hurt people?
And they'll also be able to come back if they want to.
And yeah, then all the witches were just like, "Ree!" and fucking tried to kill him.
Yeah. And then possessed a Wookiee.
Like, why? Look, you have to be a furry to want to possess a Wookiee. Then again, we're talking
You know
about a
what's
cult
funny?
of muff divers, so they're probably used to it.
Yeah.
They probably would have killed the Jedi if they had a man in their cult.
Yeah, but they don't need no man, which is exactly why they failed.
Yep.
They had a man in their cult to tell them, hey, your plan's fucking convoluted as shit.
No, they just had two lesbians that argued as their leaders. A Zabrak and a fucking weird.
I'd like to join the Jedi Order if that means I get to go around and kill lesbian space witches.
Or cults in Minecraft.
Oh yeah. Cults, not
Yes, cults.
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 Shit'll tell
So one could argue that there's a cult right now in America. Anyway,
Called the Democratic or Republican Party.
let's see. Yeah, which one is
Ha
it?
ha!
Which one is it? Corey, is there any other good
Trick
ones?
question, it's both.
Yes.
Oh, do you want me to read more?
Yeah, let's read another one, dude.
Okay. Let's see here. It's wild how far folks are willing it's wild how far the folks who were involved with this will go to avoid admitting they made a stinker. LOL. I know Andor wasn't everyone's cup of tea, but comparing that, especially because of the super inflated budgets, it's clear which one had passionate people behind it and which one was a cash, I'm assuming, grab.
Yeah, it's probably what he means. Cash grab.
IMO. Not to mention the abysmal rap video that weird actress put out didn't help in the slightest.
We two Force can't fuck with your discourse. Dumb bitch. Fucking.
I'm not saying people deserve. I'm not saying a lot of hate on someone is a good thing. I think saying to someone, hey, you made a shitty idea, you made a shitty IP, you made a shitty decision.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yes.
And I feel like if you were to have something like Star Wars, okay, let me ask you this. If you were to make an IP and it were to be witnessed by, say, 100,000 people,
yes. Okay.
and say anywhere between 1 to 10,000 people came back between 1 and 10% of your population that witnessed your IP were like, hey man, I think you did something that didn't work. I think you guys need to tweak this. We don't like the storytelling, and we don't like how the story's going. I think you guys need to, like, switch it up a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe take the show in this direction.
Yeah.
What would you say a sane, rational human being would do in that situation?
Well, a sane, rational human being would go, I will. My fan base is saying this. I will take that into account. I mean, I do that with the show. When you guys in Discord or on comments tell me how you feel about certain things, I try to, even if it's one person that says, hey man, this could have been better, I'm like, oh yeah, I could improve there. It's called constructive criticism, right? But in this aspect, instead, they double down and get offended and go, fuck you.
That's not what I asked, but you're right. That is what they did. These people are clearly not sane, rational people.
No, I know. Well, I mean,
I
could say something. There's a lot of mental illness within this country. I'll just go with that.
Yep, I agree. Didn't watch, but that photo above with those 5 chicks told me everything I needed to know. Why are some headlines in the paragraph in length? Reel it in, buds. That Jedi meditating with the glue-on beard summed the series up, and then he killed himself.
Yes,
that's fucking crazy.
He did.
These polls lately, I think some of you need to rewatch season 1 before you claim you'll watch season 2 of this totally awful show.
You know what? I will give IGN.
Oh, wait, hang on.
I will give IGN a little bit of props for the fact that they're allowing comments to stay up.
Yep.
Because most.
Roland, what did you? Could you You know what? Nope. I remember. There's something I want to bring up. After this.
Okay.
Pilgrim asked, "Oh, you listen? Can you ruin your voice so you can permanently sound like RFK? Thanks." And then the questioners said, "People get their egos hurt if you criticize them."
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people do, but if you guys give me criticism,
losers cry when you talk bad about them.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you guys give me your criticism, which you have, then I take that into account. And there's some criticisms when we got fucking a fuck ton of hate comments on the one video, it was dude, it was a joke. It was clearly a joke. And that's fine. So it's I get it. You didn't watch too long. Didn't watch is basically what they did because you didn't see the joke. It is sarcastic, right? But I'm not offended by that. I just made a response to it. Now, when I am writing my book, and I'm sure Crimson does the same thing, you run concepts past people that you know to see how they feel about what you're creating, right? So I don't get offended when I'm like, hey, Dad, can you read this chapter that I wrote? And he reads it and then goes, I think that is a bad decision of what you're doing with this character. I go, oh, interesting.
Also, I think
I'm going to double down and make that character even worse. That's not what I do. And yes,
it's another thing is even if I feel like we need to, for the individuals out there on the internet.com, I feel like we need to go over what is constructive criticism and what is bullying real quick, just so that there's this documented
criticism is saying that the show doesn't do a very good job with its lightsaber fights because they are clunky and awkward. Bullying is spamming the N-word in someone's comments
I would
section.
just say, yeah, we can basically just bring it to the N-word. It's
Constructive criticism. I don't think it makes sense for this character to be alive and not mention it to his higher ups.
I think you're a bigot.
Bullying, F slurs and shit.
Dude, I would argue that this show is bullying Star Wars fans.
I agree.
Like I said before, these are the people that hate us. These are the people that would make fun of the nerds in high school. These are the people that would, even the fucking drama kids did that stuff, bro. And they were in drama for being in movies later. But they would still make fun of the Star Wars fan or the, excuse me, or the Lord of the Rings fan or things like that, right? Like they're still assholes, right? These are the people that are still assholes. Corey and I had friends that were on the football team, some of which were Star Wars fans or nerds, right? Or a fan of Halo or a fan of whatever. Guess what? Those guys still got made fun of by everybody else on their fucking team. Like, these are the people that don't give a fuck. They want to bring it down. They want to recreate it in their own fucking image. And in doing so, they still get to bully the kids they always bullied in school.
No, here's a better explanation of what's going on. Being a nerd or into like fiction or anything became popular, not because people enjoyed it, but because it was a cool accessory to have for your persona. Yes. They still hate the nerds because they don't like actual nerds. They like being a nerd as an accessory to their whole aesthetic.
Oh my god, that sounds very similar to another group of people in this country.
Can I just take a second to just shout out Pilgrim's fucking chats have just been like on point all night.
Yeah, Pilgrim is always on point. He's the quickest mod in the West, bro. He's great.
Like the N-word can be real criticism. There are real ends out there. And
yeah,
then
well,
for that,
Corey and I have a friend named Hector that will tell you that the N-word is not specific to a specific group of people. And that is a black guy who will tell you that.
Do you remember when Hector tried to sell me an N-word pass?
Yes, I actually do. Yeah.
He's like, you can buy it and you can say whatever you want. I'm like, no, I'm not comfortable. And
dude, he literally had a black card that said N-word pass. I swear to God, and he's
like, dude, it's just $2, and it's just like, dude, I just don't want it. I'd be more comfortable.
Look, I respected the hustle up until the point where you said it's just $2. I'm like, if you're gonna fucking scam someone, make it for at least more than $2. Like,
yeah, but we're friends with him, so we got it on the cheap, you know. Mine was free.
Oh, okay. So hang on. This let's finish up this this comment spread real quick, and then we can turn off this.
He blames the MCU.
I blame the MCU for ruining fans. MCU made it cool.
Yeah, MCU made being a nerd fucking popular. And the same thing is happening with anime right now. And Crimson and I just talked about that the other night. Like, things happening. Like, it's same with gaming. It already happened with gaming. At first, it was
everyone in like the anime fandom now has fucking sticks up their asses complaining about the most retarded shit.
Yeah, except for us. We don't complain about retarded shit as much. We just complain about retarded people that are in our fandom.
Yep.
We are the anti-tard exterminators.
The Fellowship of Anti-Retards. But not actual autistic people. We like them. We just don't like retards.
The Fellowship of Anti-Gays, for short.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Wait, I don't know if you can say that.
He's noticing something.
Wait a minute.
Is that why Roman got kicked off the show? I'm kidding.
Pretty much.
Probably.
I made the executive decision to get him out of here.
He executively decisioned himself out of the show.
You make that sound like he killed himself. He executive decisioned himself out of here. Like, what the fuck?
Yo, is that the new one? Yo, dude, I'm going to executive decision myself.
An executive vision.
I'm going to
Pilgrim.
executive order myself.
Pilgrim, I did not talk Stranger Things yet because I have not seen it yet.
Bum bum bum.
I will be watching it, and I might do a stream tomorrow or within the next couple, maybe Monday, because I'm off.
You know who
Monday.
else doesn't watch Stranger Things?
My mom. Yeah, because
Actually, no, it's me.
My mom didn't watch it yet either, but I will be watching it with her. I am off Monday for my birthday, so I'll probably end up watching it then, and I might do a stream just going over what I think of it so far. Probably, I think.
Oh, I have a random question for you, Rolo. Have you started watching any of the movies on the list for December yet?
Yeah, technically, I've rewatched Princess Mononoke, and I have not watched Ghost in the Shell yet because I don't know which one and where to find it.
Oh, the link is in the document. There's a link for the.
Oh, it's in the doc. Okay, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I started with Mononoke real quick, and then I'm gonna watch the other ones.
Yeah, because Muffler Tape said something about you maybe having watched Jinro. I was like, oh, that'll be interesting to see if you've seen it.
I have not watched Jinro, but I have seen parts of Batman Ninja. But I was talking to Roman the other day, and I was like, you should just come over and we'll just watch it. I don't say, you know what I mean? So because he lives right around the corner, so well, relatively. Still haven't docked myself yet, guys.
All right, well, can I finish these two comments real quick, and then we can turn off this not this stream, but this bit.
Pilgrim.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Pilgrim, I wanted to watch it. I did not expect to be fucking bedridden, and then yesterday I have my family stay over until 2 a.m. I've been just done, man. And you know what? I watched a little bit of Lord of the Rings last night, and I would rather watch Lord of the Rings any day than Stranger Things. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But that's my time. All right, Pilgrim. Well, if that's what you did, I hope you enjoyed it. I will be watching it within the next 48 hours and then doing a stream just talking about Stranger Things specifically. Probably Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday. Gives everybody the weekend to watch it.
Okay.
I think that's fair, right? Most people have Netflix. If Corey, if you want to be part of it on Tuesday night, I think that's pretty easy for all of us to watch it. Even if you're not caught up, you can just watch the first episode there, or whatever it is. It's only 3 episodes, right? Or is it three 2-hour episodes or some shit?
Mm-hmm.
All I know is the actor who plays Vecna looks like a fucking nut job in real life. But I genuinely think he would be a good young Palpatine. I do. I really do. But they'd make Palpatine gay. You know they would.
They will.
They'll
make Palpatine trans.
That'll be why Palpatine is trying to use Sith alchemy. Is that so he can transition?
Sith alchemy is hormone blockers. They're killing themselves.
Dude,
that's why the Sith had the rule of 2.
There can only be 2 genders.
This sounds ridiculous, dude, but it is in our realm of possibility with the world we live in. Apparently.
Oh my god, episode 10. The rule of 2 explained. There's only 2 genders.
Maybe if I was writing it. That's what Palpatine wanted in totality. It's he's just I'm trying to learn Sith alchemy so he can create life. He wants to create the perfect
He's just out here like that meme. Girl power!
Yeah. Girl power!
That's Key and Peele, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. It's Keegan-Michael Key. Corey, is there any other banger comments here?
Banger comments for what? The Star Wars trans people joke?
No, the ones that are on screen currently.
Oh, essentially the slow burn 29 was saying the show didn't deserve its hate because the show the story needed more time to breathe and find its footing.
It had 8 episodes, dude.
I have zero doubts that they were planting some interesting seeds, and season 2 would have been a huge improvement, but we'll never know because people wanted to either just hate watch it so they could get into their echo chambers online, or avoid it because they saw where YouTubers grifters capitalizing on the hate train. Positivity doesn't sell, so the hate grifters seem like the only voices. That person might not understand English, and I'm actively having an aneurysm trying to read it.
It kind of sounds like Ebonics to me.
Well, here's the thing. There's no realm of possibility for these people that we may or may not just be a little critical because we're fans of the thing.
Yeah,
let me go and buy your like we're seeing it right now. The Harry Potter.
I'm gonna buy Has Been Hotel and make it straight.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna buy Has Been Hotel, and I'm gonna. And you know what? I don't have anything against Has Been Hotel. I really don't. But let me go take that, and I'm gonna make Charlie straight, and Vaggie straight. I'm gonna make both of them straight. They break up. They hate each other. One of them goes and becomes an angel, and the other one goes and just starts fucking mad dudes constantly and hates women. I'm gonna change that up. Let's see how you guys like it.
I'm gonna go to Has Been Hotel and make Luna just the mom figure to where she's having a new child every season.
Well, here's the thing. Well, first of all, that's the wrong show. That's Hell of a Boss.
I don't fucking
same
know.
Universe.
I don't really care.
Same universe. Here's the thing. I actually do enjoy Hell of a Boss. I find the voice acting really fucking fun. I find a lot of the concepts fun. And I don't think you have to. It's like, yeah, obviously there's characters that are fucking gay in the show. I don't care about that because you can write a good character who is gay. It doesn't affect storytelling. What the problem is here is that you are not writing the character with the fact that they're gay in mind. You are writing the gay with a character. Like,
hey, gentlemen,
you're going the wrong direction.
I hate to do this, but I must skedaddle.
All right, skedaddle pants. We're probably gonna call this in a little bit anyway.
Alrighty. Gentlemen, thank you for having me. It was lovely. I'm glad to see everyone being here. Welcome back, Rules. And thank you, fucking Pilgrim, for saying I'm the best fucking host.
Pilgrim is just he's just hopping on your schmeat, bro.
Yeah, he can hop on my schmeat.
Code revoked.
Love you guys. We got to figure out a time when the actual fucking one shot will work.
Yeah, we'll do it.
You love me.
We'll talk about it in the Discord.
All right. Good night, Pookies.
Okay, the man card revoked. See you later, buddy. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow. I was gonna say, did he leave? Like, I was confused by that. Well, I was gonna go over more of the fucking Kami Lord of the Rings article, but it is getting late, and I have to actually watch Lord of the Rings with some people in the Discord.
Oh, yeah. They're probably gonna chew your ass out.
Now, well, let them. They're the bitches that couldn't go another hour yesterday, so I was all for it.
Dude, you were passed the fuck out.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you doesn't. Okay, continue. Like, I'm not going anywhere, obviously. Like,
No, I'm saying like you're the fucking one who passed out first. Like you don't have a right to criticize them as being weak, dude. Like you were
not
fucking
kidding.
conked out before anyone else.
I'm kidding, first of all, but
Dumb cunt.
I actually, yeah, I actually was weak. I've been weak all fucking week because I don't have, dude, I've been fucking sick as shit. Yeah, I am weak.
Yeah, I'm sick as fuck. Puts sunglasses on and twirls his mustache.
Facts. I could do that right now. Watch. I am sick as fuck. Put sunglasses on and twirls mustache. America sunglasses, baby.
A little out of season, but I respect it.
Patriotism is never out of season. But no. I'm just fucking around with them. But realistically,
Realistically,
there was a couple days that I just did not sleep. Like I just couldn't. I was hurting so much, man. I think I went like almost 48 hours without actually sleeping.
dude, I think that was probably like our most cursed fictionology too, with like 3 out of the 4 of us having some sort of problem, like you with your health, Arceus then at the with his shit going on, and
It was a good one, but it was cursed, and I guess it kind of works for SAO.
yeah, I guess.
Excuse me. You're the go-to RCS. I love you, buddy. You guys rock. I was gonna get into the Lord of the Rings thing, but like I said, I don't think we can. I'll probably just change the title. But when we talked about it a little bit, we got into some Lord of the Rings conversation. We just didn't talk about the communist book.
We just didn't talk about the retarded part, yeah.
Yeah, we just talked about Rings of Power, which I guess you could say is commie. But I guess probably what I'll do is just do a stream talking about that article specifically, and that'll kind of be a setup for the Lord of the Rings stream on December 26th. So make sure you guys are there for that. Rewatch your Lord of the Rings extended editions. We're watching them right now on the Discord. And pretty much any of us will watch them whenever you want. Most of us. So no one's ever. I don't think anybody's ever said no in the Discord. And we're like, hey, let's put Lord of the Rings on. But yeah, there we go. Thank you, Pilgrim. But yeah. So I think we're gonna end up closing it out probably now. I do have, like I said, I'll be probably streaming for Stranger Things either Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday night. Monday night I'll be out to dinner, so that doesn't work. But maybe as long as I'm not fucking dead with this sickness, as long as it doesn't hit me again.
As long as he's not fucking down with the sickness,
Get up, come on, get down with this sickness. But anyway, yeah, I think that's what you guys have to just expect for the next week. I'll do the Stranger Things thing on its own, and then we'll have the regular stream on Friday. And Crimson, what do you got?
I mean, tomorrow I'm going live for Animated, talking about weekly anime and stuff like that. And then I guess it's just going to be normal videos and repeating the schedule for a while. And hopefully we can get everyone together for Fictionology at the end of the month. So
hell yeah, dude, I can't wait. That one I'm really excited for. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
That one's gonna be a little wild, yeah.
Yeah, that because there's 4 different topics, so it's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Other than that, guys, I hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving. We are grateful for all of you. That is true. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for hanging out with us. I hope everybody has just the most amazing weekend, and it's relaxing for you after the crazy holiday, and you get a little bit of downtime before Christmas, right? So I will talk to you guys either in the Discord or very soon when I'm talking about Stranger Things. So watch Stranger Things over the next couple days if you guys are caught up. or if you're not, and I will talk about it within the next 4 days maximum. So, alrighty, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. It's been a really great stream. We're literally almost at 3 hours and 35 minutes, so I think this is kind of a perfect time to get out of here, and we are going to hop in the Discord, and I believe we are finishing Return of the King. So, should be fun. Should be fun. Well, without further ado, thank you, Crimson. Thank you for all the guests tonight, Muffler, Corey, etc. Have a great weekend, guys. Good night.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that